and we'll be monitoring 865-656-9900. Also, as the show moves along, we'll talk to Alan Bell of Driving the Line at the start of hour number 2. We'll talk to Chris Lowe of ESPN.com at about 1:30. Every week he joins us, thanks to Dead End Barbecue, as Tennessee gets ready for a trip to take on the Hogs on Saturday night. So we have a big football show ahead. And again, you can be a part of it at 865-656-9900. And this afternoon, if you tune in and watch the show on the Sports Animal YouTube channel, you will see a fly Jason Swain. The outfit today: orange shirt,
Brr, brr.
white power tees.
Fly like the Birdman. You gotta wear orange, man, when you go into a place that has that red. But honestly, it was the first thing I saw in the closet.
Well, it looks good. Tennessee will, by the way, go white jerseys, orange pants, orange breeches, as Tennessee proudly proclaims.
Them orange breeches.
White jersey, orange pants, and white helmet with the orange power tees. The rumor started to circulate on the World Wide Web yesterday afternoon that it could be an orange helmet game for Tennessee. It will not be. It's a white helmet game for Tennessee once again.
I'm okay with that. I mean, at some point you probably have to wear the orange helmet, especially if you went to go get them adjusted.
Yeah, the updated orange helmet.
Yeah, like why go get them adjusted? Why get them updated if you're not planning on using them?
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, you could wear them at home, but I don't know how we would take those being worn at home. But you could wear them at home with the orange tops. But when I think about wearing something alternate, I think about possibly going on the road versus Vanderbilt. Maybe Mississippi State at home, something like that. But you ain't going to wear them against Georgia. You're not going to wear them against Florida because we go with our traditional look versus your rivalry opponents.
UTEP?
Yep, you can wear it against UTEP. Because, I mean, the black uniforms haven't been worn. It's safe to say that Halloween versus Kentucky that week is probably the best bet. And I hope we wear them against Kentucky because I want to hear Kentucky fans say that, oh, man, we're their Super Bowl. We're their Super Bowl. They're wearing their alternate uniforms against us because they treating us like it's a big game. Actually, it's the opposite, which is why we're wearing them.
This week, they'll go more traditional. White jerseys.
I'm with it.
Orange breeches, white helmet with the orange power tee, which is one of the best helmets and one of the best overall looks in all of college football. We've had multiple folks reach out. Actually, a couple texts about this. Take a jar of pickled hog's feet when you go strutting into Hogtown.
Oh, man.
Ralph says Swain needs to wear the fur coat down in Fayetteville with your baseball national championship T-shirt.
I ain't wearing that fur coat. That thing probably got germs and stuff on it now. They haven't washed it in 4 years.
Is that true? It hasn't been washed?
No, it hasn't been washed. I'm not wearing that thing. Number one, it's too hot. Number two, it's nasty. You see how quick those guys hit a home run, put it on and take it off? They used to have it on a whole lot longer a couple years ago.
Get this thing off me. Get your photo for social media,
No.
and you can take it away. Josh wondering, do we need to start a GoFundMe to get Swain out of jail in Fayetteville?
No, I'll be the victim. I'll be the victim here. According to you, I'll be out man. I'll be the victim, right?
You're not taking the whole Vol Network crew with you?
A solo mission.
Steve, Glenn, Brandon, Hubs, they're going to have your back? Not this.
Solo mission.
Not this time.
I'll tell them my idea, and they go, oh, okay, Swain. You got it.
Go get him, number one.
Okay, you got it, man. Well, just be ready for the game tomorrow. All right, guys. No, I ain't gonna mess with the baseball fans.
Mike suggests you call up Ovent St. Preux, ask if he wants to take a road trip. Swain and Vince.
That's a good point.
That'd be a good one to have on your side.
Yeah, that's a good point. Nobody's messing with no Vince.
Not me. Not me. Tennessee getting ready for Arkansas. We'll talk about the storylines going into the game, the importance of this game ahead of Florida and Alabama. Two big home games to follow Tennessee's road trip this upcoming Saturday. What about Tennessee's schedule so far to this point compared to the top teams in the country? We'll discuss and invite you to be a part of the conversation. Call or text in to join us at 865-656-9900 as we continue on Josh and Swain.
Listening to us on the air. Free. Listening on the app. Free. Listening on our website. Free. No subscription required. Just free sports talk.
Caller 5 right now to 656 wins qualifies for the Coors Light Man Cave Makeover. A 60-inch TV, 2 recliners, and an awesome mini fridge. All from Coors Light and the station where the Vols play. 99.1 The Sports Animal. That's 656-9467.
Good old East Tennessee, we know family, hard work, and helping your neighbors still means a lot. I'm Nick Whitehead with Whitehead Auto Sales in Alcoa and Knoxville. Our family-owned and operated business is celebrating our 20-year anniversary. Our pillars are those 3 items: family, hard work, and helping your neighbor. Experience the difference of why we've been voted #1 in Blount County for years now, and why we've expanded to Chapman Highway to help even more. Visit whiteheadautosales.com or come shake our hands for a deal you can't find anywhere else. 20 years from our family to yours at Whitehead Auto Sales.
Hey, this is Heather Harrington from my favorite jewelry store, TK Wheeler Jewelers, located on South Illinois Avenue in Oak Ridge, right there next to the Outback Steakhouse. My man TK has been in business for decades, and he knows what jewelry is going to stand the test of time. He doesn't get caught up in all the trends. He knows that gold and diamonds, they just can't be beat, and he's got a huge selection of bridal and non-bridal diamond jewelry, because why do you have to wait till you're married to wear diamonds? You don't. At TK Wheeler Jewelers. Everything from diamond pendant necklaces where the diamond's just floating around and sparkling in the center of your chest, or a beautiful diamond tennis bracelet that catches the sun every time you move your arm, or one of my dream pieces at TK Wheeler Jewelers, the inside-outside diamond hoop earrings where, you guessed it, the diamonds are inside and out. Oh, they are just stunning. Celebrate life's biggest moments with a beautiful piece of jewelry from the one and only TK Wheeler Jewelers.
This has been a paid announcement.
We all know just because gifts for loved ones can look like flowers, a spa day, or maybe even planning date night. But what about something that will truly last and protect your loved ones along the way? I'm talking about life insurance. I called SelectQuote to secure our coverage and couldn't believe how easy and affordable it was. I'm 40, and my $500,000 policy was only $16 a month. My husband's also 40, and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. And with their same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. With monthly payments less than the cost of a bouquet of flowers, this is the perfect time to make sure your family is protected.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-596-2626 or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's 1-800-596-2626. 1-800-596-2626. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Are you looking for a job where you can have a ton of fun and make great money? Twin Peaks is the team for you. They're looking for Twin Peaks girls, cooks, bussers, barbacks, and more. Text WORK, the number 4TP to 85,000 to apply. Get ready for the Gatlinburg Craftsman's Fair October 3rd through the 20th at the Convention Center in beautiful downtown Gatlinburg. Open daily 10 to 5. It's a great place to start your holiday shopping with more than 200 booths of unique one-of-a-kind items. Come see world-renowned painters, glass blowers, wood carvers, skilled leather workers, and so much more. You'll find the most unique items anywhere in East Tennessee, all under one roof at the Gatlinburg Craftsman's Fair October 3rd through the 20th. Find out more at craftsmanfair.com. Since 1978, Chancey & Reynolds has serviced all HVAC brands, and they feature York equipment for new installations. They're the big dog of heating and cooling because maintaining your home's comfort is what they do. If you need service or repair on your HVAC, they can do that. If your heating and air unit needs to be replaced, they can do that. If your ducts need cleaning, they do that too. Chancey & Reynolds, your York dealer. 865-525-5076 or chanceyreynolds.com.
Big dog of heating and cooling.
This is Coach Josh Heupel. You're listening to Josh and Swain on 99.1, the Sports Animal.
We're back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain is here. I'm Josh Ward. We invite you to join us at 865-656-9900. We were asked about the injury report that came out yesterday, and for Tennessee, it's quite light. Lance Hurd is not on there, so he should be good to go at left tackle for the Vols after missing the last two games. The Tennessee players on the list, Jordan Thomas, who's out for the season, defensive back John Slaughter, freshman linebacker Edwin Spillman, and defensive back Montrell Bandy. So that is it for Tennessee's list, all out. So that should be it for the list in terms of monitoring heading into the weekend. Arkansas's list is a bit more extensive. They have 10 players on the list, 3 tight ends, which is something Sam Pittman discussed at the start of the week.
That's a problem.
As being a concern.
That's a problem. Big problem.
Luke Haas and Ty Washington are listed as questionable. Andreas Paskey is listed as doubtful. If they're already dealing with protection issues and there are questions at tight end, they've had a lack of practice time this week. Sam Pittman discussed that on Monday as a concern going into the week.
How you gonna block Tennessee?
Well, my initial guess is that they will not.
I mean,
at least not well enough.
I mean, you want to be able to have tight ends to hold up in pass protection when they are in. Maybe they don't go out on the route. But you also want them to be able to carry out their blocks in the running game and be able to run routes when they are asked to be a part of the play and be an option down the football field. Not even having them available doesn't pose a threat for Tennessee at all. So do you go more receiver heavy if you're Arkansas, or do you go with a backup tight end? Sounds like a problem to me.
Something they will have to address somehow against Tennessee. So the Vols are in better shape. Nobody questioned whether that would be the case, but it's actually kind of a significant difference when you think about Tennessee's ability to rest up, plus the players that are available going in, versus guys who are either out or could be out by the time they get there on Saturday. So Tennessee has the advantage there. It's the 5th game for Tennessee so far this season. Arkansas is playing its 6th straight game. Now, Tennessee's going into what is probably the toughest stretch of games. The individually toughest games would be Bama and Georgia. The toughest stretch would be, I think, Arkansas on the road, Florida, even if Tennessee, see, DraftKings has Tennessee favored by 20 against Florida, and then Alabama at home. So the next 3 weeks, toughest stretch it would appear for Tennessee coming up. Yesterday on the show, in our final hour, you asked Braden Gall of 440 Sports, a guy who was high on Tennessee going in, thought Tennessee could be a playoff team before the season kicked off. I think would be. I think he had them in the playoff. He asked, okay, so you've seen the 4-0 start, saw Tennessee in the first month of the season. You're questioning him about what's next, what he wants to see.
What more do you want to see from Tennessee?
I mean, look, I think this is unfair, but their strength of schedule is one of the worst of all the teams in the top 10, and that doesn't mean much. It doesn't mean anything. You're not the contents of your resume. When you dominate people, that's what you're supposed to do, and that's certainly the way you want to win games. And so you can't ask them to do any more than they've already done, which is again why it's a little unfair. But have they played a real game against a real top 5, top 10 team? no, I think Oklahoma is a solid football team. I don't think they're special. They played against apparently Michael Hawkins is a much better quarterback than Jackson Arnold. I didn't realize that. He had a couple of big plays against Auburn this past weekend, so maybe making the move was the right thing for OU. That was a very emotional game. I don't think Oklahoma is a top 15 team. So they have not done what Georgia and Alabama just did on Saturday. Now, during that game, there's a lot of different moments in time where you could point to some questions about either of those two teams. But the question I ask myself coming out of that game is who in the rest of the country could play that game, could do what Georgia did in the second half on the road at Alabama, or do what Alabama did to Georgia in the first half. And there's not many that I can come up with. Is Tennessee on that list? Probably. I think Tennessee would be on that list. But we haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen it from Ohio State yet. We haven't seen it from – Oregon's played a pretty good team in Boise State, but I don't think they've played anybody better than Oklahoma. So a lot of these teams need to be tested. Ole Miss just destroyed people every Saturday, played the best competition, the best defense, and their offensive line got chewed up. So I'm not saying that's going to happen to Tennessee, especially not this weekend or against Florida. But you got to play the best teams to prove that you're the best, and they have not done that yet. And again, I don't know how many teams in the entire country could do what Alabama and Georgia did on Saturday night. I think there are maybe two, Texas and Ohio State, and Tennessee might be the third. But that's about it when it comes to answering adversity and handling the moment, talent for talent, the way those two did on Saturday night. That's a hard game to win for most everybody in college football.
Braden Gall, 440 Sports yesterday. Agree, disagree, thoughts from anything he had to say there about what Tennessee has faced to this point and then the tougher games, Bama, Georgia, to come later in the year?
I can't disagree with him about the strength of schedule. We played Kent State. So, if you're a Tennessee fan and you get a little triggered anytime anyone says anything that's not over-the-top positive about Tennessee, you might want to pump the brakes. We play Kent State.
And Braden also said you're supposed to dominate those teams, and Tennessee did that.
Yeah, if you are going to pay a team $1 million, you better make sure you win. And that's what Tennessee did. It's just that Kent State is the worst football team in college football. So you beat them, you play the UTC, a team that's not even a Power 4 team at all, a Group of 5 team. It's an FCS team. And it ain't your fault NC State wasn't that good.
Mm-hmm.
I joke around about how we broke them to make us look better, but the reality is NC State's just not good.
They had some loose parts going into that game.
They're just not good,
Right.
Josh.
Yeah, they're not.
They're not good, okay? They'll be lucky to go to a bowl game. And
Their sacks leader from a year ago, by the way, announced via his agency that he will sit out the rest of the season and transfer elsewhere. So just throwing that in.
What position he play?
He's an end.
See, I told you, man. People be trying to try out for the Volunteers when they play
that's
against
what it
us.
is.
That's
yeah.
probably what he was
I'm
doing,
sure.
man. Trying out for Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
He noticed how good our defensive line was, how great Rodney Garner is, and he wants to be a Tennessee Volunteer. That's probably what he's thinking. Probably,
yeah.
Yeah, probably. So he's probably going to try to send his highlight film from the game to us and see if we recruit him. No, I don't know. But NC State stinks, okay? And so you can't really brag about who you played so far. Oklahoma is a pretty good team with a really, really good defense. Average to good, I'll say that. The real test coming in the next 3, 4, 5 weeks.
Tennessee is at a level, at least it should be. They need to prove again this Saturday that Tennessee's at this level that I believe it is, and I think you do, and Braden does. It's at a level where it's just above the Arkansas, Florida, Oklahoma this season teams, where those teams are not good enough to match up and play with Tennessee if Tennessee is dialed in and focused. Over the last several years, while Tennessee was in a position trying to get back to this level, we would look at games that Alabama would play, that Georgia would play, that on different occasions LSU would play when LSU is a championship contender, and say, well, they only play a few games. Well, part of that was because they're so good. And Tennessee, I believe, is at a point, I think they've built the program back to where there are only so many games on the schedule that present a real challenge because Tennessee is that good. So Tennessee's schedule, as long as it handles its business, should really be determined by what happens against Alabama and Georgia as far as the regular season, what Tennessee is able to do in trying to get to the postseason, now the 12-team college football playoff. It's not that Tennessee plays over the course of 12 games a weak schedule. It's that Tennessee is at an elite level, and many of the teams on Tennessee's schedule is not. Alabama is, and Georgia is. Oklahoma has a good defense, and
that's about it.
Is an okay to maybe pretty good team. That offense was putrid that Tennessee played a couple of weeks ago. That was a bad offense. They might improve with Hawkins and if they get healthier, but that's for later in the season. But we used to say, well, Alabama and Georgia can't play itself, so that helps Georgia with its scheduling. Tennessee can't play Tennessee. The other teams have to play Tennessee. So the Vols, I think, benefit schedule-wise from being really good because those other teams, many of them, just aren't. Tennessee's schedule, I think, is more favorable than most in the SEC because Mississippi State's awful, Vanderbilt really bad, Kentucky's at home after a bye week, Florida is way down, it appears. Again, Tennessee's favored by 20, but part of that's a statement to Tennessee as much as it is an indictment on the Gators. So I think Braden's correct. The schedule to this point has not really been much of a challenge, but part of that is credit to Tennessee with how good the Vols are, and what they do will be determined against Alabama and Georgia. It's no longer, well, can you beat Vanderbilt? Can you beat South Carolina?
Can you get bowl eligible?
Yeah, can you make sure to beat out Kentucky in a hard-fought game? That's not the conversation. Now it's, can you beat Alabama at home because it's a toss-up going in?
Yeah.
That's a credit to Tennessee for putting itself in that kind of position.
No, I agree. But it will all work itself out if you keep the main thing, and that is continuing to get better, not being complacent. Super important. It doesn't matter if you had success in the past or if you won here or there. It's about looking in the mirror every single day and asking yourself, how can I be better? And if you focus on being better, being the best that you can be every single day, Tennessee is going to be where they want to be when it matters most. That's the main thing. And so every team has something to work on. After 4 weeks, 5 weeks of the first month of college football, it is being the best version of yourself when it matters most, and that's, in December.
Ole Miss was supposed to do that. Didn't do it. Didn't get it done.
Well,
it was supposed to be, hey, well, their season will be determined by what happens in Baton Rouge against LSU when Georgia comes to town, and then preseason at least, the Oklahoma game, just like we talked about Oklahoma preseason. But then all of a sudden Kentucky shows up. Ole Miss goes 1 of 10 on third down. They're not good enough, and they lose the game at home.
I mean, it might be a wake-up call. I mean, Florida
might be.
Florida lost to Ole Miss the year where Tim Tebow gave the passionate locker room speech after the game. And they fixed it, and they won a championship that year. And so that could happen for Ole Miss, except for the championship part. They ain't going to do that. But they can get better, finish the regular season, and put themselves in position to get to the playoffs. So you can lose a game, but we didn't expect them to lose that one.
And other teams still are to be tested, as Braden mentioned. Ohio State, they haven't played anybody yet.
Anybody.
Toughest game so far is Michigan State. I looked at the top 10 because that was his reference point. Bama has. They played Georgia. Texas has. I'll give them credit. They went to Michigan and won. That's a big-time win. Yeah. We'll see how Michigan plays out over the course of the season. But you go up there, big house, that's a big win. Ohio State, no. Georgia just played Bama. Didn't go great. They also destroyed Clemson, so their schedule pretty tough to start out. Oregon, Boise State, tougher games to come. Next week they play Ohio State, so we'll find out. Penn State, Illinois, and at West Virginia.
So you got Tennessee ranked 6, huh? By the sounds of it.
What's that?
You got Tennessee ranked as the 5th or 6th best team in the country? Sounds like you're making a case pushing Tennessee out of the top 5.
You know what? I don't even think they're top 10.
You heard that, boys?
Send that over to the Hill before they fly out to Fayetteville. Miami's played games, but they played at Florida. I don't know what to say there. They went to USF. They had to play South Florida, and then they played Virginia Tech and kind of won on Friday.
Hey, man.
Missouri played Boston College. So a bunch of these teams
watch
still
your
have to
mouth,
be tested.
Josh. Watch your mouth. I got to be around these dudes this weekend. Don't say anything Don't write checks that my butt has to cash. All right, Josh?
What'd you say, Swain?
I didn't say it. Well, your name is on the show. Josh said it. I thought y'all was the we fence. No, that's something stupid Josh came up with.
We said on Josh and Swain. No, that the point is that some of the teams in the top 10, they've played big boy games.
They have. They have better wins than we have right now.
Yeah. But Tennessee in the games against lesser opponents destroyed those opponents.
Correct.
And deserve all the credit for that as they're getting. They're a top 4 team and deserve to be.
I won't add that part in there. I'll just tell them you said that we don't deserve to be in top 5. That last part ruins the drama.
Wait, Josh said that we're only in the top 8 in the country in the state of Tennessee.
That's right. Got to keep them humble. Got to keep them hungry, motivated.
Steiner, come out and get your whooping. We'll come back, 865-656-9900. Tennessee will look to give one to Arkansas on Saturday. Swain will be there in Fayetteville with this Tennessee Baseball National Championship shirt handy. We'll continue the conversation and invite you to be a part of it on Josh and Swain.
99.1 The Sports Animal presents FanDuel Football Fridays, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook. Insight from all your favorite Sports Animal shows on the next day's Tennessee game. FanDuel Football Fridays on 99.1 The Sports Animal. The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on The Sports Animal.
High school football on our airwaves tonight. Maryville takes on Bearden on FM 99.1, The Sports Animal, and a big matchup in Class 6A on our sister station, News Talk 98.7 WOKI. Hardin Valley welcomes Sevier County. Kickoff for both games is at 7 o'clock. Major League Baseball wildcard playoffs. The Tigers completed a sweep of the Astros with a 5-2 win. Royals beat the Orioles 2-1 to sweep Baltimore. Braves got eliminated with a 5-4 loss to San Diego. And the Brewers defeated the Mets 5-3. They'll play a winner-take-all Game 3 tonight at 7. In the NFL tonight, an NFC South matchup as the Falcons host the Buccaneers. Kickoff is set for 8:15. Native Design and Hardscape is Knoxville's premier landscaping and hardscape designer. They're ready to turn your home or business outdoor space into reality. Your new outdoor space awaits. Native Design and Hardscape, making backyard dreams come true. Schedule a consultation today at nativetn.com. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Fall is so fun, but it can also be overwhelmingly busy. I like to stay sane and keep my waistline in check at Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center. Hey, this is Heather Harrington. You know the holidays are going to be here before we know it. And if you want to look and feel your best, guess what? You got to put the work in now at Fort Sanders. They've got a variety of ways that you can work out, and they're proof that Fort Sanders is so much more than a gym. We're talking about a 5-star health club. I mean, how many gyms do you know that have saunas and steam rooms and whirlpools, all at no extra charge? They also have an indoor heated pool that's open year-round. You can play racquetball, basketball, tennis, and pickleball year-round, and you can do any type of cardio you want. They've got all the machines. You can lift weights or take one of their 85 group fitness classes they offer each week. Trust me, you'll find one that will become your favorite, and you will be obsessed. Memberships are always month-to-month with no long-term commitments. Call 531-5000 or visit fshfc.com.
When warm weather hits, out the door you go. You want to be outside. You want to be soaking up the vitamin D. But in turn, the bad guys, they want to be inside your home. They want to collect your personal belongings. They want to take what doesn't belong to them. That's why Fleener Security should be the next call you make. 544-9964 for over 5 decades. The standard, not in just personal, but also business security with the quickest response rate and being able to give you the technology to know what's happening in your work or your home when you're not at work or not at home. Call Fleener Security, 544-9964.
You know the meaning of hard work. Day in and day out, whether it's on the farm or your land, you're out there putting in the hours. That's why you need a tractor that can keep up. At Rocky Top Equipment in Knoxville, our Yanmar tractors are built tough for Tennessee's toughest jobs. Right now, you can get up to a $4,500 rebate or 0% financing on select models. Rocky Top Equipment, where grit meets the ground. Shop our Yanmar tractors at RockyTopEquip.com.
A.G. Hines Company for all your residential or commercial construction needs. For more than 100 years, the best construction companies in East Tennessee have used their building materials. Earlier this year, A.G. Hines was voted Supplier of the Year by the Associated General Contractors of Tennessee. Great-grandfather Albert Hines opened the doors doors of their downtown Knoxville location in 1920, where the fourth generation of the Hines family, Anna and Jacob, work. And Alex is part of the operation at their other location in the Tri-Cities. A.G. Hines Company, building materials since anyone can remember.
When you're craving some quality barbecue, there's only one place to go. Dead End Barbecue. Dead End Barbecue has been featured on ESPN's Taste of the Town, the first barbecue restaurant on the SEC network, Food Paradise, and named one of the top 100 barbecue restaurants in America. Dead End Barbecue, 3621 Sutherland Avenue, right here in Knoxville. Visit their website at deadendbbq.com. Dead End Barbecue. The search is over.
Hi, I'm Tom Hughes.
And I'm Deborah Hughes. Forms change, contracts change, policies change. The need for a good realtor will never change.
Now more than ever, you need a realtor with experience, community connections, and expertise.
The right realtor makes a difference, and it's a Hughes difference.
To experience the Hughes difference, visit thehughesproperties.com. That's thehughesproperties.com.
Making a difference, one sold sign at a time. That's the Hughes difference.
Join the Morgan Wallen Foundation and Second Harvest Food Bank to fill the truck for Helene Relief. Join us in the West Town Mall parking lot near Dick's Sporting Goods this Wednesday from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Accepting bottled water, pop-top canned food, packaged tuna, chicken, and other items for those affected.
It's Smart Football Talk about your Volunteers. Coach to Coach with Doug Matthews and Dave McGinnis. Catch it Thursday nights on 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance.
Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
Nearly totally dry on Thursday. 1 or 2 showers could be stubborn and cross over from North Carolina, but that's really about it. We'll go for 82, which is actually well above average. I think we're probably done with the 90s for the rest of the year. Light variable winds and then a few more raindrops atop the Smokies heading into Friday morning. From the WVLT Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ben Cat.
Need a new roof? You need Mo Shingles. Need new siding? You need Mo Shingles. Mo Shingles, locally owned and operated with an A+ Better Business Bureau rating and over 100 5-star reviews. Free estimates, moshingles.com, 770-0506. Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. East Tennessee, born and raised. If you're facing legal troubles, make the call to East Tennessee's local law firm, Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group. Call 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Fair, honest sports conversation from two guys that define credibility. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. VFL former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain is here. I'm Josh Ward. To set the record straight, I was kidding when I said Tennessee's only the 8th best team in the state of Tennessee. Tennessee is, I said, top 4 team and deserving to be in the country in the polls. But
they got on your neck on the text box.
Yeah, time to turn the station.
You got some text messages on your phone too from some friends.
Yeah, upset. I thought I called Tennessee elite last segment. And Kwame has this opinion, which may turn out to be true. The Michigan win is no better or worse than the Oklahoma win, meaning Texas winning at Michigan and Tennessee winning at Oklahoma. I think Texas's win is more impressive.
Kwame, come on, man.
We'll see how it
Come on, man. Like, I know I look fresh today in my orange polo, the power tees on it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm fresh to death. Kwame, come on now. You know dang well Michigan would beat up on OU.
Yeah, Michigan beat USC.
Yeah, like, come on,
I don't think
Kwame.
Oklahoma's beating USC
Texas
right now.
win versus Michigan is better than our win versus OU. Come on, man. And we didn't straight dominate them the way Texas dominated Michigan. They dominated Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
So, come on, man. We can still win a championship. We don't have to say that.
Yeah, my point was that what happens for Tennessee will be determined in games against Alabama and Georgia, and we haven't said that often enough in the last 15 years. We said it 2 years ago. I don't think we predicted it as early as we are predicting now, that the season will be determined by those two games. But that's the point, is that Tennessee has gotten back to a level where it's really only a few games that should determine how the season plays out for you. Before you arrived at Tennessee, and a lot of the time while you were there, it was, okay, what happens against Florida? What happens against Bama and Georgia? That's going to determine how the season goes, because you knew you were going to go beat South Carolina and Kentucky and Vanderbilt and take care of business in the non-conference, and those three games were going to determine, for the most part, if your season was a success or not.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't talking about, well, if we can get by South Carolina and if we don't trip up against Vandy late in the season. You weren't saying that, right?
Absolutely not. That was expected to get
so
that win.
That's where Tennessee is this year, that they're on the road on a Saturday night favored by 14 points against Arkansas. They are right now favored by 20 points against Florida.
Who's taking Florida to cover?
I'm not.
You think Chris Doran will take Florida to cover? Publicly?
Publicly, he would take the Gators. Financially, he would probably opt out.
Opt out? You better opt into the Vols.
Yeah.
Minus 20 if you want to get paid.
Mike wants to know, do we need to send Ovent St. Preux to the station to either protect or to whip up on Josh? And Todd says, today only, Josh is the third best co-host of Josh and Swain.
Who's the second? Ann? Or Joel?
Maybe I'm fourth. And Joel would both rank ahead of me. For sure. Among Josh and Swain co-hosts. Tim says, Michigan is an underdog to Washington. That's true. I think Washington has a really good chance to win that game. Wouldn't be surprised. But I think if Oklahoma went to Washington, you would have a tough time winning that game too.
Michigan beat USC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Texas beat Michigan. Like, this conversation is going to be different here in a month when we played Alabama and then we're getting ready to play Kentucky and Georgia. But right now, Texas has a better win than Tennessee right now.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah, and by the way, my point was not to compare strength of schedule to this point. My point was to say Oklahoma and NC State, those are just games you have to check off along the way. It's going to be about Bama and Georgia for Tennessee this year.
Your little joke last segment got you in trouble, Josh. And you're trying to clean it up. That's what you're trying to do.
You set me up.
And you got me involved in it now.
You set me up.
Oh, man. You know you can't be joking with people, man. They emotional about those Vols. Can't joke around.
I think the NC State win, in all seriousness, is more impressive than what Bama did against Georgia.
See, now you playing.
Was it ever in doubt between Tennessee and NC State? No. 51-10.
NC State stinks. Josh.
Bama trailed with a couple minutes to go.
NC State is terrible.
Because of Tennessee.
They're god
the whole broken
awful.
thing, remember? Okay.
They was broke before they played Tennessee. They're terrible. My gosh. But don't worry. There are quality win opportunities on the schedule. You still got to play Kentucky. Kentucky beat Ole Miss at their place. You got Alabama. You got Georgia. I mean, those are three opportunities.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Tennessee's strength of schedule, how it's going to play out.
Yeah, it'll play out. It'll take care of itself.
Just don't slip up.
Don't tell any more jokes this hour, Josh. You are banned from joking around this hour because I want you getting text messages from your friends disowning you.
Yeah,
kicking you out the group chat.
We'll be serious from here on out. Like this note from Brandon. This is for you.
Uh-oh.
Does Jason Swain dispense parenting advice? My son has been eating electrical cords, so I have grounded him until he conducts himself accordingly. It's Brandon in the text box. 865-656-9900 if you would like to hop in as we continue the Tennessee football conversation. Interesting captain choice for the Razorbacks, getting ready to host Tennessee this upcoming Saturday night. We'll update you there. We'll talk to Alan Bell at the start of next hour, plus Chris Lowe of ESPN at 1:30 as we continue on Josh and Swain.
Everything is more expensive than ever before. Well, except for the sports animal. Always free on the air and on the stream. Always. 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Fellas, if you're feeling tired, maybe you're losing that motivation, the drive is a little off, gaining some weight, or noticing a loss of muscle mass, these could all be signs of low testosterone. Don't wait. Find out, because at Low T Center, they're going to make it easy for you to get your levels checked. It is a simple test, and with their on-site lab, you'll get your results back quick, fast, and in a hurry. They're not your typical doctor's office. Their physicians specialize in treating low testosterone with placement therapy, or TRT, for each and every patient. They have over a decade of experience helping patients achieve, and this is super important, personal treatment plans that are optimized for each patient. They're just not some basic standard treatment. For established patients, they have a convenient physician-monitored at-home treatment plan. This is shipped right to your home each month without the need to come in for weekly visits. Also, you can get your health evaluated for treatment with prescription GLP-1 weight loss medications. You can look your best, you can feel your best, get back to your best. Go to the website, lowtcenter.com, to book your appointment online today. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's health care.
This has been a paid announcement.
It's the most wonderful time of year. Football is back, and it's tailgate time in Tennessee. That means delicious, hot, and juicy Big Kahuna wings. The wings that changed it all will change your next tailgate and make you the MVP. Choose from tailgate packages including wings and other delicious game day grub. Just call our Farragut location today at 865-288-7891 to get yours. Big Kahuna Wings, changing your taste buds forever.
Freedom Motors is the local pre-owned dealer who does more for you than any other dealer around. You want convenience? You can check out their entire line of vehicles online at freedommotorstn.com. And when you find what you like, they'll bring the vehicle right to your door. That's a dealer who cares about you and your time. Shop Freedom Motors today, and let's get you in your new ride.
Keep freedom rolling. Keep freedom rolling. Keep freedom rolling on down the line.
The New Hope Golf Tournament, presented by PCS, is coming to Iguani Farms Golf Course Friday, October 25th. Registration and lunch will begin at 11:30 a.m., followed by a 1 p.m. shotgun start. Funds raised will go directly to New Hope to help with their mission of providing services for abused children in Blount County at no cost to the family. Register your team today at pcsknox.com. Single-player registration and sponsorship opportunities are also available.
Fall is here, and so is a stunning new brand at Lehman Jewelers. Hi, I'm Andy Lehman with Lehman Jewelers. We are excited to announce that Simon G Designs will be added to our curated selection of fine jewelry. Simon G is making its debut this fall in stores and online. Known for their high-quality 18-karat collection of bridal and fashion jewelry, Simon G is an ideal match for us, and we are honored to call them part of our Lehman Jewelers family. Simon G has unique designs ready to celebrate the best of you, and their fashion jewelry will elevate your look. So whether you're planning to propose, celebrate a milestone, or simply want to update your jewelry box, shop Lehman Jewelers to find the perfect Simon G piece you'll cherish forever. Our knowledgeable team is here to help you find the bit of sparkle that you've been looking for. Come in today and see why Lehman Jewelers has been your hometown jeweler of choice since 1983. We are located next to Ulta in Turkey Creek and next to Starbucks in Maryville. Lehman Jewelers and Simon G, a perfect pairing for you.
A.G. Hines Company for all your residential or commercial construction needs. For more than 100 years, the best construction companies in East Tennessee have used their building materials. Earlier this year, A.G. Hines was voted Supplier of the Year by the Associated General Contractors of Tennessee. Great-grandfather Albert Hines opened the doors of their downtown Knoxville location in 1920, where the fourth generation of the Hines family, Anna and Jacob, work. And Alex is part of the operation at their other location in the Tri-Cities. A.G. Hines Company, building materials since anyone can remember.
I'm Chelsea Messenger, helping you beat the books with BetQL. Thursday Night Football gets Week 5 started in the NFL, and the BetQL model has a player prop for you. The Falcons' Kirk Cousins has his passing yardage prop tonight around 230 yards tonight, a mark he's hit in 3 straight games. That's the BetQL model's favorite prop play. Cousins to go over 230 yards passing. I'm Chelsea Messenger. Bet smarter and beat the books with BetQL, and download the BetMGM app today.
Paramount Plus is once again your home to stream the NFL on CBS. Follow all the action and stream your live local NFL on CBS game every Sunday, all the way through the AFC Championship. Sign up, sign in, and start streaming Paramount Plus today.
You are never too old for a family. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is dedicated to finding forever families for children who have been waiting in foster care the longest. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. David said, Josh, your comments made you 2 inches shorter. Steve in Caryville says, Swain, the reason why Josh could never be a sideline reporter, he couldn't see over people to be able to see the field.
Oh, man, that's why you have to stay, you got to stay wide. Stay away from the benches. The further away from the benches, the better you can see, Josh. You still can do it. I mean, Holly Rowe at the tallest.
Who's taller, me or Holly Rowe?
I'll need a tape measure.
Okay.
We'll have to do the back-to-back test.
John texted in Smyrna, why did I chuckle at Brandon's dad joke? I got to stop listening while I'm working. Also, word coming in the text box, the police have apprehended the world tongue twister champion. Not sure what he did, but they're going to give him a tough sentence. Just a few minutes to go here in hour number one.
Oh, thank goodness.
Couple of the captains on the list released by the Arkansas Razorbacks. Addison Nichols, starting center, and Danico Slaughter, a starting defensive back. You recognize those names?
I can appreciate some good pettiness.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you are Arkansas, I mean, you got to put those guys as captains and play up the fact that they want to get revenge against their old team.
Mm-hmm.
And I was asking you before, came on, which player should want more revenge, Danico Slaughter or Addison Nichols?
I say Nichols because he was recruited to Tennessee as a guy who grew up pulling for the Vols. He was talked about as a big-time recruit. He was one of the first big-time gets for Josh Heupel. He was expected to be an heir apparent at guard or center, and it did not work out. I think the way that he was talked about behind the scenes was not favorable, and he needed to move on, and now he's going to play against Tennessee after knowing that they didn't really want him to stay around. But Danico is a guy that he made some plays, a year ago, a little more than a year ago. He's talked about as, hey, Tennessee's top corner. And then he knew that fans also maybe didn't say some good things about him and his teammates in the secondary, and everybody wanted a fresh new group. So there's a case to be made for both guys. I would say Nichols, but I understand if your answer is Slaughter.
Yeah, I mean, I could go either way, too. I think, Danico Slaughter, you've put in more work at Tennessee. You've given your all more. You've played hurt. You've played through injury. You've done everything that you were asked to do. You've moved positions. And now when it's time for you to get a little bit more money, you ask for a little bit more money, and they say, not so fast, my friend. And you're like, wait a minute, man. I'm just asking for a little bit more money. Like, I know you're paying this dude this amount, and I know he's not the team player that I am. I know he's not productive as I am. And so you go somewhere else.
Slaughter was a hard worker from everything I knew about him.
Yeah, or you go somewhere else, and you probably feel more appreciated at your new place, and you want to prove to your old place that you deserve that money you asked for. Addison Nichols, I mean, they kind of questioned your toughness a little bit when he was here.
That happened.
So you can beat around the bush if you want to. I'm going to be more direct here. They question his toughness, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're Addison Nichols, you want to prove that this is going to be a 60-minute football game, and I'll show you tough. I've been hitting that weight room. I've been eating Tyson Dino Nuggets. I'm ready to show the world I'm tougher now. Let's go.
Eating a few of those Dino Nuggets as leftovers.
Yeah, I'm sure, because you don't want to waste food because your kids didn't eat it.
Yeah,
that's why dads become fat.
The table remains.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'll say Nichols, but a case is to be made for both. Remember, Oklahoma made DJ Terry, former Vol defensive lineman, a captain. He had to fight through injury.
Oh, my God.
During the game, so credit
to
to him on that.
He ought to be damn ashamed of himself for that move.
He had to fight through, Swain.
That was soft, man. That was so soft and terrible right there. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Deshaun. You too old to be doing something like that. How you going to do that versus your old team? That was weak.
What did he do? Are you questioning the injury?
He faked an injury. That was weak.
Oh, you think he was faking?
That's the one that Kurt Herbstreit called out. If Kurt calls it out, that means you know it's bad.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty severe what he was facing. Heart of a lion to fight through that. 2 hours to go here on Josh and Swain.
Bingo. All right, Bill, we're recording now. And please put your phone on silent.
Oh, where is my phone?
Let's go, man. Okay. Get it together over there, player. Go ahead. Pick on me the way that you want to.
I wouldn't say that to my son.
Just go.
All right, why would people want to listen to the Sims Complete podcast?
A father-son dynamic duo talking about the game of football.
We do a lot of quarterback and coach talks. It's fun. I love doing this. It's been awesome.
Sims Complete. Check us out on the Believe Network. Appreciate it.
Just search Believe, BLEAV, wherever you listen.
Experience the cold refreshment of the Rockies on Rocky Top with ice-cold 102-calorie Coors Light, the official beer of chill. Every Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged. So make sure the mountain on your can of Coors Light is blue at your next Big Orange tailgate, because that means it's ready to enjoy. Coors Light, born in the Rockies, made to chill. Proud sponsor of Tennessee football. Now available on Saturdays at Neyland Stadium. Please drink responsibly.
Join Tyler and Will this Friday afternoon at Oak Ridge Nissan, the corner of Illinois Avenue and the Turnpike in Oak Ridge. Make that short 10-minute drive from anywhere to Oak Ridge and save thousands. This Friday afternoon, starting at 3 at Oak Ridge Nissan with Tyler and Will in 99.1, the Sports Animal.
Fitness Together. Work one-on-one with a personal trainer or join others and get healthy together. Fitness Together, an exceptional wellness experience. Locations in Bearden, North Shore, Hardin Valley, and Farragut. Schedule your complimentary fit evaluation today. Visit fitnesstogether.com.
Hi, this is Pat with ProSource Home Buyers, and I buy houses cash. If you have a house and want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me, 865-500-3711. I pay cash and close as quickly as you'd like. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, and any location. I buy several houses per month and I want to buy more. I buy inherited houses, divorced houses, behind in payment houses. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Do you own a house that is in rough shape and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, because I love buying these houses. I buy vacant houses, abandoned houses, condemned houses, and even foreclosure houses. If you own a house and want to sell it fast, call me at 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711 with ProSource Home Buyers.
At Image Matters, their blood runs orange. Like the Vols, Image Matters, East Tennessee's premier locally owned office technology company, has a long tradition of excellence. Whether you're a small to medium-sized business or a large enterprise, Image Matters provides your team with best-in-class print, scan, and workflow solutions from Xerox and HP, all backed by Image Matters' award-winning customer service. Learn how Image Matters can help your business lead the championship drive. Connect today at ImageMattersInc.com or give them a call, 865-212-3600. Image Matters, technology you need, people you trust. Go Vols.
It's the most wonderful time of year. Football is back, and it's tailgate time at Tennessee. That means delicious, hot, and juicy Big Kahuna wings. The wings that changed it all will change your next tailgate and make you the MVP. Choose from tailgate packages including wings and other delicious game day grub. Just call our Farragut location today at 865-288-7891 to get yours. Big Kahuna Wings, changing your taste buds forever.
Ready for a new adventure? The new school year and fall are here. Let McGee Tyson Airport help you kick off the season of new beginnings. Whether it's back to school, a family trip, or just getting away for the weekend, start your journey with a smile. Jet off to Jacksonville, Florida, Washington, D.C., or a nonstop to St. Louis. Book your tickets now at flyknoxville.com.
This is WNML FM Friendsville, WNML AM Knoxville, Cumulus Media Stations, broadcasting worldwide from the Budweiser Studios. We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Andrew Bogish with a Sports Minute. The Royals are the first team ever to win a playoff series the season after losing 100 games, but they are not the darlings of October right now because of the Tigers. After sneaking into the postseason, Detroit just swept the Astros with a roster making $18.8 million total. 62 players made more than that this season, including 4 Astros. I'm Andrew Bogish.
All right, when it comes to getting life insurance for your family, a lot of excuses can get in the way. But ask yourself this. If something were to happen to me, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' education, and the other bills? Then forget the excuses and check out Ethos Life, the online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From first-time Nana moments.
Welcome to Flight 101.
To annual girls trip moments. Your can't-miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or diabetes, you're at higher risk of being hospitalized from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Zero Res carpet cleaning's the right way to clean. ZeroResKnoxville.com.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. Rebuild your family, regain your freedom, renew your life. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group, 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
NFL action coming up tonight as well. Punching some buttons here, so I will pause and then continue talking. Big NFC South matchup, plus rivalry Thursday, some extra high school football tonight. So we'll have football tonight to preview. Big college football and NFL weekend coming up as the month of October is here. We were asking the text box, Swain, is this the game that Coach Heupel lets Nico throw it around the yard?
I think that depends on the protection he gets. But it should be the game that he throws around the yard because I think Arkansas should challenge Nico and challenge the receivers to beat him. I wouldn't let Dallin Sampson beat me. I would force Nico to do something he hasn't done yet in his career. I think he's going to do it plenty of times in his career. But if you're Arkansas, put the game in his hands. Don't allow the running game and the defense to win. Make Tennessee beat you with the passing game. That's what I would do if I was Arkansas.
Nico is still, what, top 5 in the Heisman odds?
Yep. It's the hair, man.
The hair?
It's the hair, yeah. Like, let's be honest here. As great as Nico is and will be, it is surprising to see him 5th in the Heisman odds. It's surprising. Because he hasn't been asked to do much. He hasn't done much. He hasn't put this team on his back. It's been the defense that has kind of led the way so far. But they let you know all you need to know about the Heisman. It's cool to see a player from Tennessee, that power team next to his name on ESPN or some of the other shows. Don't get me wrong, but it is a little surprising that he's on top 5 list.
Yeah, and part of it is a Tennessee thing. This is me guessing. I don't know this, but part of my guess would be that there's a little protection there. He's the quarterback of a top 4 team that's being talked about as a national championship contender. So there might be some protection there. You can't have his odds way down to where somebody will say, wait a minute, the quarterback of that team, what if he explodes the rest of the way? And you can get him at like 20-1 or 30-1, whatever. Actually, I think it's like 18-1. But anyway, crazy odds, 30-1, 40-1, whatever. The team continues to win, and all of a sudden he has a huge game against Alabama, and he might win the Heisman. So discussing the award on October 3rd is probably silly in the first place, but seeing him top 5 in Heisman odds win, if you had to choose a Heisman guy for Tennessee to this point, I would choose Sampson before Nico.
It may be silly to discuss it October 3rd. What were we when we discussed it in July and August?
Buying time.
Even more silly, right? But
right,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely
No, that's
buying
true.
time.
Like when the conversation comes up of preseason polls are meaningless, we shouldn't even have college football polls that come out until October. And I say, hold on now.
No. We need to talk about that.
Sports Talk Radio exists May through August. Don't forget about us now.
Yeah, we need to talk about that.
So, yeah, we'll see how it plays out. But, yeah, you're right. It's cool for Tennessee to see the quarterback that high up. Part of that, again, comes back to the team is that high up.
That's why the Heisman gets to criticize the way it does.
Mm-hmm.
You have the quarterback of a top 5 team on the list, while the defense and the running game was carried us so far. Like, I love me some Nico. Don't get me wrong. He's going to be fabulous. He is going to win the Heisman before he gets here. I believe that. So if it's not this year, I'm taking him to win the next year. But, like, that's unfair to dudes like Dylan Sampson that deserves to be on that list higher than Nico. I ain't trying to cause any locker room drama or anything, but just saying.
Yeah, I'm sure Nico recognizes how much love Dylan deserves.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. But that's the Heisman for you. That's how they operate.
And there is the big running back matchup this week, as Arkansas's guy leads the league in total rushing to this point in the season. Dylan is tops in the league in rushing yards per game and touchdowns.
Yeah, Dylan's in a better situation to lead in rushing after this game because of the defense that Dylan has behind him in Tennessee's versus Arkansas. I mean, you look at Arkansas's running. They have a freshman, Braylon Russell. Remember him for Arkansas?
Mm-hmm.
It came down to Tennessee, Arkansas. He picked Arkansas over Tennessee, the big 245, 250-pound back.
At one point, I think there was some confidence that Tennessee would be the pick.
Yeah, for sure. So
they're also getting a running back who's been suspended back this week. His suspension was lifted.
Of course. Wouldn't expect it any other way.
Man, Sam Pittman is transparent at his press conferences, too. He did not hide, he didn't try to use any other verb. He said, suspension's up, he's back, but he was suspended.
I appreciate that from Sam. I really do. That's why I don't want to see him get fired. I don't.
Sam Pittman?
I mean, he's a breath of fresh air. It really is. You got coaches so paranoid, thinking they got the nuclear codes. Ain't nobody thinking about you. You can tell us that the dude was suspended. Because what happens is sooner or later it's going to come back and show that you lied about it. So you're responsible to be transparent.
Mm-hmm.
The truth is always going to come out. So that's why I appreciate Sam Pittman.
Yeah, I agree. And I think Tennessee fans like Sam Pittman, but they'd like to beat up on him this week.
Oh, 100%, man. Beat the brakes off Arkansas. That's it ain't personal, man. It's business. You're just in the way of the mission that we are trying to accomplish.
So Tennessee being a big favorite against Florida next week, that doesn't scare you at all? 20 points?
Why would it scare me? It would scare me if I put $20 on Tennessee to cover 20 points, or if I put more than that, I would be scared. But I ain't scared about possibly losing the game just because the line is high.
You didn't see the game last year?
Yeah, I saw the game last year.
You don't remember the 2015 game? You don't remember when Trayon Harris came trotting out in 2014?
I don't remember Heupel coaching the 2015 team.
I'm just tossing a little bait out there. You're not biting it.
I remember. Now, he did coach last year's game.
Yeah.
And, Cooper didn't play. And, we got diced up a little bit. We got out-coached, outplayed in that one. That was a nice lesson. That happens in this league. You coach it long enough, there's going to be times where you get out-coached. Nick Saban got out-coached at times when his team still won. And then he got out-coached sometimes when his teams lost. So, it's part of it. That was one of those days for Tennessee last year versus Florida.
But that was last year. This team is better than last year's team.
Mm-hmm. And Florida is a whole lot worse than last year's team, too.
The Gators play UCF this week before coming to Knoxville next week. And, again, as of the midpoint of this week, Tennessee's favored for next week's game by about 20 points at home against Florida. I don't know if Tennessee will cover that number. I don't know if that'll be the number on Sunday or this time next week. But I'm quite confident that barring catastrophic injuries, Tennessee will be a big favorite, and Tennessee will win straight up next week against Florida.
That's all I care about.
Like right now, I would say it's more likely Tennessee wins by 24+ than Tennessee loses the game, which I don't think is actually that bold of a statement if the line's 20.
No.
But I know we haven't said that too often about Florida and Tennessee.
We've never said that.
Yeah, that's probably the first time.
And I've never heard that be said. So I understand why it's being said, though, because Florida, they're struggling right now.
They've had a tough go of it.
Yeah, that's what I'll say before we play them.
Are you going to be gator chomping on the sideline next week?
Like Jalen Wright?
That's right. Yeah, like Jonathan Wade at Media Day in 2004. My favorite moments.
Jalen Wright or Peerless Price?
Peerless Price. The entire Vols 5 on the floor against the Gators several years ago, Grant Williams' team. When they're all gator chopping. Oh, man.
No, I'm not going to be doing that, man. I am a professional. I only engage in professional activities.
Okay.
That's not professional.
That would be unprofessional.
It would be. Would it be unprofessional if I laughed at other people did it? I can laugh, though, right?
Sure can.
Can I give other people attaboys for doing it?
We just might.
All right, well. I'm good then, but no, I'm not going to be gator chomping.
But Florida's next week, Swain. This week's opponent is Arkansas.
Potato, tomato, whatever. Both of them getting the L. Balls by 50. It don't matter.
L Arkansas, L Florida.
It don't matter. Yep. It doesn't matter.
Tennessee fans say LOL watching them play this year.
That's right.
865-656-9900 if you would like to be a part of the conversation. More on Tennessee, Arkansas. Chris Lowe at 1:30 with you until 3 o'clock here on Josh and Swain.
They say the best things in life are free. Streaming 99.1, the sports animal proves it. Caller 5 to 656 wins. Gets to make your best guess at the Tennessee final score this week. If yours is the guess chosen and it's correct, you can pick any Ford or Lincoln on the Ted Russell lot up to $75,000. Caller 5 right now to 656-9467 from Ted Russell Ford and 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Elevate your products today with Native Nursery, now open to contractors and landscapers. We're your one-stop destination, offering quality wholesale plants, trees, and landscaping materials. We'll even take your leaves and hardscape waste for a low flat rate. If you're a contractor or landscaper, make Native Nursery your go-to location today.
Call or come by and see Ben and Ted. 865-315-0123 and 3473 Louisville Road. 5 minutes from Pellissippi off the Topside Road exit.
I wake grateful every morning, grateful just to be, grateful for my life in Tennessee.
A song for Tennessee by Mike Stone.
Rocky Top rocks.
Rocky Top rocks.
Rocky Top rolls.
Rocky Top rolls.
With a joy that stills your heart and thrills your soul.
Rocky Top rocks. Rocky Top rolls. MikeStone.com, Spotify, iTunes, and all outlets.
Rocky Top rocks. Rocky Top rolls.
That's MikeStone.com.
Join John and Vince this Friday morning at Oak Ridge Nissan at the corner of Illinois Avenue and the Turnpike in Oak Ridge. Make that short 10-minute drive from anywhere to Oak Ridge Nissan and save thousands. This Friday morning from 6 till 9 at Oak Ridge Nissan with John and Vince in 99.1 The Sports Animal.
99.1 The Sports Animal presents FanDuel Football Friday, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook. Insight from all your favorite sports animal shows on the next day's Tennessee game. FanDuel Football Fridays on 99.1 The Sports Animal.
The New Hope Golf Tournament, presented by PCS, is coming to Iguani Farms Golf Course Friday, October 25th. Registration and lunch will begin at 11:30 a.m., followed by a 1 p.m. shotgun start. Funds raised will go directly to New Hope to help with their mission of providing services for abused children in Blount County at no cost to the family. Register your team today at PCSKnox.com. Single-player registration and sponsorship opportunities are also available.
Wow, these bank fees are flat out ridiculous. And forget about trying to get a car or home loan. So, who do you do your banking with, Sharon?
Me? I don't.
You don't use a bank?
No.
So what do you, like, save your money under a mattress? Bury it in the backyard? Or maybe you borrow from some rich relative when you need a loan?
No, nothing like that. I do credit unioning.
Wait, what? Credit unioning? What the heck's that?
It's kind of like banking, but so much better. Especially if you use Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union.
Need a home loan to buy, build, or remodel the home of your dreams, but not sure what loan option is right for you? Alcoa 10 can help. Their lending team can assist you in finding the solution that best fits your needs. Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union, the clear choice. Your less red tape banking alternative. Go to atfcu.com for details. Member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Pat with ProSource Home Buyers, and I buy houses cash. If you have a house and want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me, 865-500-3711. I pay cash and close as quickly as you'd like. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, in any location. I buy several houses per month and I want to buy more. I buy inherited houses, divorced houses, behind in payment houses. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Do you own a house that is in rough shape and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, because I love buying these houses. I buy vacant houses, abandoned houses, condemned houses, and even foreclosure houses. If you own a house and want to sell it fast, call me at 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711 with ProSource Home Buyers.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. BFL, former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain is here. I'm Josh Ward, and we are excited to say hello to Marcus, who heard the sound a moment ago. The chance to score a Ford from Ted Russell Ford. Marcus, thank you for calling in. Do you have a score prediction for Tennessee-Arkansas on Saturday night?
Yes, I do. Let's go UT 38 and the Pigs 13.
38-13. Tennessee over Arkansas. Getting a win against those Pigs on Saturday night, Swain.
That's what you got. A 25-point victory, right?
38-13 is my score prediction, Marcus. I don't know if that worries you now.
Well, I heard you yesterday on the radio, and I was kind of waffling back and forth, and I thought that sounds pretty good.
All right, we're riding together, Marcus. And if you win a vehicle this Saturday night, let's ride together. Come pick Swain and me up. We'll go for a ride with you.
Hey, sounds good. Maybe we can tailgate.
There you go.
Hey, Marcus, we're going to put Josh Ward in the back in the kid's seat. Me and you going
I'll make sure we get a big orange booster for him.
All right, Marcus, I still wish you luck. Thanks
a lot, guys. Love the show.
Thanks, Marcus. Appreciate it. Marcus says Tennessee wins 38-13 on Saturday night. We've taken score predictions this week. We'll take another one this afternoon. We'll draw one of those score predictions tomorrow, and if it hits exactly right on Saturday night, the person that predicts it will be able to spend up to $75,000 on a brand new vehicle at Ted Russell Ford. Your chance to score Ford this week and all season long from Ted Russell Ford. Child seating
It's a good idea
not
about
included.
Marketing.
Big orange boosters. I'm sure Danny White can do something with that, man. It's all about revenue, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Big orange boosters.
Yep. Just like I'm still trying to grow, Danny White's trying to do that with the revenue.
That's right, man. We got things to pay for.
You proud of yourself over there?
No, of course not.
Okay.
Of course not. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. Remember that scene from Dave Chappelle? I shouldn't have said that. No, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Josh. That was not teammate worthy. I'm sorry, man.
That's okay. That's okay.
I try to be better.
Chip had this question in the text box. I alluded to it yesterday on the show. I don't know if I spoke it into existence, but Chip asked, what do you think of Deuce Knight flipping his commitment from Notre Dame to Auburn? He did that yesterday afternoon.
Didn't you say something about that?
Yeah, I said we're talking about them trying to find a quarterback. I said, well, they're trying to get Deuce to flip from Notre Dame, and he did that yesterday. Not a real surprise. I think a lot of people are anticipating that could happen after he took another visit down to the Plains, but Deuce Knight flipping his commitment to Auburn, and as a freshman, he will have a chance to start right away.
A chance? He'll have a chance to start. Oh, yeah, okay. He will be starting.
He will start.
Yeah. Or he will transfer in fall camp.
Yeah, because now it'll probably be difficult to go get a high-level transfer to come in, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that happen and play out, here, but
yeah, maybe not since he's a true freshman coming in. And you never know. Like we just saw Jaden Rashada transfer to Georgia. Dante Moore went to Oregon.
Oh, we got to play against Rashada next year. It's all right. We good.
Yeah, no problem. He's got to come to Knoxville.
Are you talking trash? You show hosts love talking trash about Georgia.
Well, I guess I'm trying to make up from the first hour when I kicked Tennessee out of the top 25.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Steven asks, now, Josh, do you think they hit 2 field goals or miss a PAT? Because they do have very little confidence in the kicking game. Could be either. There could be a blocked PAT.
Yeah, I don't see how they get to the end zone more than 2 times. I mean, if you ask Oklahoma fans, they would have won the game if they'd played their backup. But it was a trash touchdown at the end of the game, and they scored twice. I don't see how Arkansas scored more than 2.
They are back at their friendly confines in Fayetteville.
Well, OU was too.
That they were. Keith says, let's get back to our normal way of no touchdowns allowed. Tennessee wins 52-3. Where's this been?
We're not playing Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Thank you, Keith, down in Daytona Beach. Where's this been? Where have the 52-3 predictions been? 56-0. Where have they been? In these.
Respect the opponent, Josh. We are respecting Arkansas.
Marcus only has Tennessee winning by 25.
Well, that's a good number.
That's also the number I have, but
that's what was that? 4 scores on the road? That's pretty strong, Josh. That's pretty strong.
Nico will be eating people for lunch come next year.
Nico's about to have some pulled pork nachos on the sideline Saturday.
Speaking of, Chris Lowe, ESPN.com. He will join us when we come back, thanks to Dead End Barbecue. We have 90 minutes to go. We'll talk Tennessee football. We'll talk SEC and college football with Chris Lowe of ESPN next on Josh and Swain.
I'm John Wilkerson, announcer for Tennessee Baseball. WVLT TV's Brittany Tarwater and I will be emceeing the Dream Connection Gala with Tony Vitello coming up October 24th at Rothschild Event Center on Kingston Pike. It'll be a great evening. Cocktails, dinner, silent and live auctions, music, and be the event night of the year. Only a few sponsor opportunity levels remain. You can support the event as a sponsor or purchase tickets by visiting dreamconnection.org. That's dreamconnection.org.
Bring security to your home with a new fence from Tennessee Home. Tennessee Home is your local trusted fencing and deck specialist. Call today for a free no-pressure appointment, 865-304-0955, or visit online, tennesseehome.us.
The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on the Sports Animal.
High school football on our airwaves tonight. Maryville takes on Bearden on FM 99.1, the Sports Animal, and a big matchup in Class 6A on our sister station, News Talk 98.7 WOKI. Hardin Valley welcomes Sevier County. Kickoff for both games is at 7 o'clock. Major League Baseball wildcard playoffs. The Tigers completed a sweep of the Astros with a 5-2 win. Royals beat the Orioles 2-1 to sweep Baltimore. Braves got eliminated with a 5-4 loss to San Diego. And the Brewers defeated the Mets 5-3. They'll play a winner-take-all Game 3 tonight at 7. In the NFL tonight, an NFC South matchup as the Falcons host the Buccaneers. Kickoff is set for 8:15. Native Design and Hardscape is Knoxville's premier landscaping and hardscape designer. They're ready to turn your home or business outdoor space into reality. Your new outdoor space awaits. Native Design and Hardscape, making backyard dreams come true. Schedule a consultation today at nativetn.com. I'm Joel Silverberg.
We all know just because gifts for loved ones can look like flowers, a spa day, or maybe even planning date night. But what about something that will truly last and protect your loved ones along the way? I'm talking about life insurance. I called SelectQuote to secure our coverage and couldn't believe how easy and affordable it was. I'm 40, and my $500,000 policy was only $16 a month. My husband's also 40, and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. And with their same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. With monthly payments less than the cost of a bouquet of flowers, this is the perfect time to make sure your family is protected.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-596-2626 or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's 1-800-596-2626. 1-800-596-2626. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
We need our cabinets refaced.
They're fine.
Can you just help find a company?
Honey, I'm sure that 80s style is coming back, okay?
Huh. You know, I'm sure that couch is comfortable to sleep on.
Okay, I'm on it.
K&P Remodeling can help. Imagine having a brand new kitchen without the cost of new cabinets in just a few days. And right now, K&P Remodeling is offering 50% off installation. Call 865-450-8899. K&P Remodeling.
Freedom Motors wants to be your first stop for all your vehicle shopping needs. That's why they work hard to bring the area's finest selection of pre-owned commercial cargo vans, utility trucks, pickup trucks, and fleet vehicles to you. Freedom Motors will work with you to find the right vehicle, the right price, and the right financing. Visit their lot at 7665 Maynardville Pike.
Keep freedom rolling. Keep freedom rolling. Keep freedom rolling on down the line.
Let me ask you a question. How much do you do on your smartphone on a daily basis? You reply to emails, you send text messages, I'm sure you check social media, you probably use the GPS, probably order from your favorite restaurant to make sure it's at your doorstep. What if I told you you had the power of knowing what's happening in your home, even when you're not at home? Making sure your home is nice and toasty during the winter, nice and cool during the summer. With the latest in technology from Fleener Security, you have the world in your phone with one touch from the Total Connect app. FleenerSecurity.com or 544-9964.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
In support of breast cancer awareness, all the Twin Peaks girls this month will be switching it up to pink plaid on Tuesdays and Wednesdays all month long. Come show your support at Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, and scenic views.
Hello again. This is Matt White with White's Marble Works. As everyone knows, football season is here, and just like Tennessee Vol fans, your kitchen deserves a winning lineup. At White's Marble Works, we're a 7th-generation family-owned company delivering top-quality granite, marble, and quartz countertops that tackle the toughest kitchens with style and durability. Locally owned, highest quality, competitively priced, and built to last. Just give us a call today at 423-337-2138 or visit us online at whitesmarbleworks.com. White's Marble Works, quality stone products since 1870.
Are you ready to turn your outdoor living dreams into a breathtaking reality? Look no further than Knoxville Land Design. From intimate spaces to expansive estates, Knoxville Land Design, with meticulous attention to detail, tailors every project to exceed your expectations and reflect your unique style and personality. Luxury hardscaping, construction, landscaping, design, they do it all, and you can trust them. Visit KnoxvilleLandDesign.com, transforming vision into reality.
This report is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance.
Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
8,200 blue skies. What a gorgeous Thursday afternoon. Light variable winds and a few showers cascade over the top of the Smokies. But when I say a few, I mean a very select few. We'll also get a brand new update on the drought report, which seems like the last thing on our minds. But we are watching it for the plateau and a few showers Friday morning. For the WVLT Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ben Cathy.
Johnson, I've been hearing about this internet thing. Anything to it?
Yeah, boss. We had Cumulus Digital design and run our website.
Will an internet help our sales?
Already has. Plus, Cumulus Digital helps us rank high on search engines.
Whoa, one thing at a time, Johnson.
CumulusDigital.com. Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group, East Tennessee's #1 family law and divorce attorney group. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group to help your family in their hardest times. 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Always on, always free. Stream us free via the app, your smart speaker, your favorite streaming service, or the website at 991thesportsanimal.com. The hottest sports stories of the day broken down to their very core with honest, informed opinions. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
Welcome back into Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. We are halfway home with 90 minutes to go on today's show on both 99.1 The Sports Animal and AM 640 The Sports Monster. And we are excited to go to the Stanley Fencing and Gates hotline to say hello to Chris Lowe, who covers college football for ESPN. You can read him at ESPN.com, and his weekly appearance is fueled by Dead End Barbecue. Appropriate timing, Chris, as Tennessee gets ready for an important road game Saturday night in Fayetteville against Arkansas.
Well, first of all, it's always good to be with you guys on Thursday, and certainly wish I were over at Dead End having lunch right now. But no, it's listen, man. This time of year, when you start getting into the teeth of your SEC schedule, all these games are important, and I think we've already seen that you better not take any one game for granted in this league, because the minute you do, you're probably going to get beat. And you saw last week Kentucky comes in, and everybody's like, well, yeah, Kentucky played Georgia pretty tough, or really tough, but they're going into Ole Miss. Ole Miss is going to kill them. Well, guess what? Ole Miss lost. And teams always look a little bit different as you start to get into conference play than they maybe did when they were playing cupcakes. And Arkansas has lost 2 games. They could easily be unbeaten. They've got a quarterback who runs around. It's tough to tackle in open field, got a big arm. But he's also made mistakes. He's also thrown the ball to the other team. So I think Tennessee defensively has a chance to force some mistakes in this game. But they also, one of Tennessee's Achilles over the years has been defending a quarterback who can move and can make plays on the run. And certainly Taylor Green is that type of player. And he's got an OC and quarterbacks coach in Bobby Petrino who's as good as it gets. So another big test, like you said, Josh. And I'll be really interested to see how Tennessee plays coming off a bye week, when they should be a lot healthier than they've been to this point.
What's the thing that you've seen from Tennessee in the first 4 games, maybe something that you didn't see in the first 4 games or 5 games that you think you will see Saturday versus Arkansas?
I think they'll take some more shots down the field. Arkansas hasn't been great against the pass and has given up some big plays, Swain in the pass game. And, we haven't really seen Nico throw the ball down the field a ton. He has on occasion, but, they shut it down the second half the other night because the defense was controlling the line of scrimmage. I said the other night 2 weeks ago. And I think in this game that Arkansas is really going to make Tennessee – they're going to do everything they can to make Tennessee throw the ball, beat them, to throw the ball down the field, to see if Tennessee can protect. Tennessee, you look at Josh Heupel's offenses, and if there's one thing that, again, this is not me saying this, these are people who have defended them over the years. If they have to get into the straight drop-back game, then it's typically been harder for them to throw the football. If they're in the RPO, play action, they've been great at throwing the football. And I think that's where Arkansas will try to get to in situations, which is easier said than done, we're in the straight drop-back pass game. And I think Tennessee will have chances to make plays down the field in the pass game.
Chris Lowe, ESPN, the big game this past Saturday was a wild one with Alabama opening up a big lead, Georgia's comeback, and then Ryan Williams' play to help Alabama win it in the end. Milroe was incredible. Great piece to go back and read at ESPN.com about what he was able to do. What's your takeaway from that game moving forward with what those teams are trying to do, Tennessee, Texas, the other teams there at the top of the league in the SEC?
Yes, it was a great game, great ending to a football game. And another reminder that in this league, man, if you don't play 60 minutes and you take the foot off the gas pedal, or even, if you give the other team some life, I go back to the first half of that game. Alabama was driving to potentially get some more points, and there was a terrible no call where the Georgia DB essentially tackled the Alabama receiver, and Kalen DeBoer showed about as much emotion as I've ever seen show on the sideline. But they didn't get any points, and I think if Bama gets some points there, because you knew Georgia was getting the ball to start the second half, it's probably a different game. But there's a lot of pride in that Georgia program, and I think that's what you're reminded of in that second half is Kirby, and we've all seen the speech after the game. His guys came back and responded. And I think that performance by Georgia, Josh, in the second half will serve them well, even though they lost the game down the road. And they got a hard schedule. They play at Texas. They play at Ole Miss, and Tennessee goes to Athens. So, they don't have a lot of margin for error. But I think you saw in that second half that they are easily one of the best 3 to 5 football teams in America. But Bama winning, again, think of the difference in narrative right now. Think of what are we talking about right now in this conversation if that last drive Georgia scores a touchdown or Ryan Williams doesn't make that incredible play and Georgia comes all the way back from 28 down to win that game. What is their discussion right now?
Kalen DeBoer is supposed to be replacing Nick Saban and how he's not ready for it and he's overrated and a lot of stuff about Kalen DeBoer, that's for sure.
Bingo. And that's the beauty of college football, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That it's so unpredictable, and one or two plays can make a difference. Now the narrative is Kalen DeBoer's, it's maybe Saban. Was it Baum said that Saban was holding Alabama back, and now he's the greatest. And I do think Kalen is a sensational football coach. Look at his record against some of the top coaches in football. He's done an amazing job, but I just love how one or two plays can change the narrative so dramatically, making those plays versus not making those plays. So, Josh, my takeaway is I still think there's 3 to 5 teams in the SEC that have a great chance to make the playoff. In fact, I still believe 4 will make the playoff. Not sure about 5. Ole Miss's loss really hurt them. I don't think they have any margin for error now. I think they've got to win out, unless crazy things happen in other conferences. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Tennessee plays Alabama, Tennessee plays Georgia, Georgia plays Texas, Alabama plays LSU. All these schools sort of play each other, and we're going to get to see it play out on the field.
Chris Lowe, ESPN. Let's look forward a couple weeks here, Chris. Let's say that Georgia wins, Texas continues to win, Alabama continues to win, and then Tennessee continues to win. And then College Game Day is picking between Knoxville or Austin when Georgia plays Texas and then Alabama plays Tennessee. Where would you lean if you're College Game Day?
Well, if everybody doesn't, nobody else loses between now and then, is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir. All 4 teams continue to win.
I don't know. That's a hard one. They were in Knoxville, was it twice 2 years ago?
Yep.
That was the pass,
Last
Chris.
year?
That was the pass. 2 years
I
ago.
bet I bet they would go to Texas because it would be Texas's first big game in the SEC. Texas probably, if they don't lose, would be number 1 in the country. That would be my guess. But, I mean, I think either one of them is going to be a showcase game. But you're asking me my opinion. I would say probably Texas, Georgia, Texas, because it's there in Austin. It would be Game Day's first chance to showcase Texas as an SEC team, potentially the number 1 team in the country. But, we'll see. There's a lot of football. There's still a good bit of football to play between then and now. Either way, both those games will go a long way towards shaping which team is going to win the SEC or be in the SEC championship game. You're in the playoff. But, the good news for Tennessee is they got to buy, I believe, at the right time. Now they get a pretty good chunk here of games in the SEC with Arkansas on the road this year. Well, Tennessee's not played well over the years against Arkansas on the road. And then Florida comes to town. We all know about the Florida-Tennessee series over the last 2 decades. And then Bama comes in. Tennessee's just going to have to play well and keep getting better. I know in talking to Josh a little bit after that Oklahoma game, he was proud of the way the guys played and the way they executed and did what they needed just to win that game. But he also was pretty clear in my conversation with him, we could play a lot better. And you know what? They're going to have to play a lot better to get through the schedule they've got coming up all the way through Georgia. They're going to have to play better football, more consistent football. And I think this is the big thing is guys who have not played in starting roles because they're going to get other guys hurt. That's just the way football is. They're going to have to step up and play well. They're going to have to step up and play when their number is called. We saw when the 2 tackles went out the other night, they had to sort of change Swain the way they called the game. And it's going to be harder to do that against the Alabamas and Georgias. And that's where Tennessee, I think, has got to improve the most, is whether it's the offensive line, whether it's the secondary, running backs, what happens if Dylan Sampson goes down. And certainly if something would happen to, to Nico, that's a huge deal. But I think not just the top 22, which is where I think Tennessee is so good on defense, is they play so many guys in that line of scrimmage on the defensive side, which is a huge advantage. But in other spots on the team, those kids, and I say kids, but those players who are not starters have to continue to develop. And how much they do develop, to me, we'll sort of see how far this team can go based on that.
Yeah, Chris Lowe out the door. His appearance each week thanks to Dead End Barbecue. I was going to ask, what do you think might be at the top of the list of concerns, or if that's too strong of a word for Josh Heupel, just questions he wants answered from his team either this week or moving forward after the first month of the season?
Yeah, really finishing this game on the road, going on the road, and if you've got Arkansas down by, 10 points or whatever, just really stepping on the gas and finishing this football game. Running the ball, stopping the run, not giving them chances to convert on third down, but getting into a second half, which, you thought maybe they might do that against Arkansas. I know there were some other things we just discussed that maybe prevented that, but finishing the football game, especially after having a week off and being as healthy as you have been. I think that's the thing that, I can't speak for Josh, but I guarantee you he's thinking that as they go into this game.
Oh, yeah, also, who wins Missouri and Texas A&M? That's a big one.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know a lot about Missouri. And I know about them, but they're just an enigma at this point. They haven't really played anybody. They've had some games against teams that they have better personnel than and have barely won. A&M's a tough physical team who has been tested. They played some tough games.
Yep.
They really have. You look at their schedule. I think Missouri's got to prove it to me. And until they prove they can play a complete game and play closer to what I think their talent level is, I got to go with A&M.
Makes sense. Chris Lowe, ESPN.com. You can read his work online. Big one with Tennessee and Arkansas this weekend and every week, Chris. We get to talk to you. Thanks to our friends there at Dead End Barbecue. Great place to stop in. Appropriate week to stop in this week there on Sutherland Avenue.
You bet. And I don't want to hear any stories about Swain calling the hogs when he gets out to Fayetteville. I've already heard that he's practicing.
So he is practicing. He's also planning, when he arrives tomorrow, to put on his Tennessee Baseball National Championship shirt and walk around downtown Fayetteville bragging and celebrating.
What you think about that, CeeLo? Huh?
I tell you what, I'll add to that. I've got one of those from years ago when Petrino was there. I got one of those. Of course, he's still there. I've got one of those hog hats that you put on top of your head, an old one that someone gave to me. I'm going to get that to you, Swain. You can wear it on the plane tomorrow. All right.
I don't have a comment. It's not going to be good. I'm going to keep my mouth closed. I'm just going to stick with saying that I have my Tennessee Baseball National Championship gear ready to hit the town in Fayetteville tomorrow night.
Well, you have a good time, and you know where to go. Our good friend Chuck Barrett
That's
hits
right.
you with about 3 or 4 good spots. So
will do.
Swain's excited. Hey, Chris, we appreciate the time as always. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you again next week.
All right, guys. Take care.
ESPN's Chris Lowe joining us every week with his appearances fueled by Dead End Barbecue. Put on the hog hat, Swain.
I don't think I should be wearing anything that Bobby Petrino used to wear. I'm good.
Just motor on into town.
See, Josh, I can't mess with you, man. You'll get me in trouble.
We'll come back on Josh and Swain, 865-656-9900 if you would like to be a part of the show as we continue on both 99.1 The Sports Animal and AM 640 The Sports Monster.
It's the most wonderful time of year. Football is back, and it's tailgate time at Tennessee. That means delicious, hot, and juicy Big Kahuna wings. The wings that changed it all will change your next tailgate and make you the MVP. Choose from tailgate packages including wings and other delicious game day grub. Just call our Farragut location today at 865-288-7891 to get yours. Big Kahuna Wings, changing your taste buds forever.
The New Hope Golf Tournament, presented by PCS, is coming to Iguani Farms Golf Course Friday, October 25th. Registration and lunch will begin at 11:30 a.m., followed by a 1 p.m. shotgun start. Funds raised will go directly to New Hope to help with their mission of providing services for abused children in Blount County at no cost to the family. Register your team today at PCSKnox.com. Single-player registration and sponsorship opportunities are also available.
Your office is not just where you work, it's a destination with endless possibilities. Whether working in your corporate location or remotely, you need a technology partner that can meet your ever-changing business needs, providing strategic solutions that save time and money. Image Matters, East Tennessee's premier locally owned office technology company, is that partner, offering best-in-class print and workflow solutions from HP and Xerox. Backed by their award-winning customer service and support, the Image Matters team can develop comprehensive output solutions that are both affordable and scalable, meeting the needs of any size budget or company. As a Pros Elite 100 service organization, 2-time Xerox Document Technology Partner of the Year, and HP Certified Managed Print and Security Specialist, Image Matters offers you the expertise and commitment to service excellence needed for your business to have a competitive edge. To learn how Image Matters can help your office reach its potential, visit ImageMattersInc.com. Image Matters, technology you need, people you trust.
Stay comfortable all year long by becoming a member of the Chancey & Reynolds Comfort Club. Members get 2 seasonal checkups, one in the heating and one in the cooling seasons. Discounts on services and priority for service calls. And you'll be prepared for a cold winter, a hot summer, or anything in between. For details, call 865-525-5076 or ChanceyReynolds.com. Chancey & Reynolds, your York HVAC contractor.
Big dog of heating and cooling. The big dog.
Freedom Motors is the local pre-owned dealer who does more for you than any other dealer around. You want convenience? You can check out their entire line of vehicles online at freedommotorstn.com. And when you find what you like, they'll bring the vehicle right to your door. That's a dealer who cares about you and your time. Shop Freedom Motors today, and let's get you in your new ride.
Keep freedom rolling. Keep freedom rolling. Keep freedom
Hey, Coach, who let the Bobcats out?
You mean the Bulldogs?
No, this new Bobcat team. Those cats are fast.
Welcome to the league. The new Bobcat excavators and loaders from Bobcat of Knoxville. A real game changer. 0 down, 0% for 4 years, or cash rebates up to 10 grand. Attachment rebates up to $2,500 when combined with a new loader or excavator. This year's lineup is stacked with late model trade-ins. Used loaders and excavators as low as 1.9%. Get in the game with the Bobcat. Easy lease, no money down, low monthly payments. Return, trade, or purchase at game end. It's game on at Bobcat of Knoxville. Bobcat, the very first, still the very best. Oak Ridge Highway west of 640 or in the clouds at bobcatofknoxville.com. Limited time offer with approved credit. See dealer for details.
We're back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. We're on YouTube today, the Sports Animal YouTube channel. Thanks for hanging out with us there. You can listen to us live on the Sports Animal, Sports Monster in the Tri-Cities area. Stream anywhere. You can also listen on demand every day thanks to Beatty Chevrolet. Search Josh and Swain to subscribe anywhere you get your podcasts like Apple and Spotify, plus the WNML app. Boom Boom Brian in the YouTube chat. Wait, so there is no more SEC East and West champs anymore? Leading to the SEC championship. Nope.
Where have you been, Boom Boom?
It is a 16-team league with no divisions, so the top 2 records will go.
Boom Boom been locked up in a room somewhere without the news.
Must be it.
Must be it.
Yep. No more divisions. Tennessee has won its last SEC East title.
Well, it's only right
And
that
that
we win
happened
the first.
17 years ago.
Shh. Hush. Your mouth, sir. Hush it.
I apologize. 17 years? Can you believe
Zip
that?
it. Zip it. Don't make me go Austin Powers on you.
Yeah, people have had enough of me today.
Zip it.
You don't need that.
Zippity-doo. Zip, zip. Zip it away. Zip it, Josh Ward. Don't want to hear it.
That's the right way. They had to do away with the divisions.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
16 teams. I know the teams aren't going to play each other or anything like that, but
I mean, it's pretty convenient that now we in position to actually go to Atlanta as an Eastern Division favorite now, if they were still a thing, because all we would have to do is beat Georgia, right?
That's it.
And then we would either play Alabama or Texas. If you had Oklahoma in the East and Texas in the West.
You updated your record prediction earlier in the week to 12-0, if I remember correctly.
When did I do that? What day was that, Josh? What segment? I would love to know. The answer ain't up there. Why are you looking up in the sky?
I think it's
he's not going to give it to you either.
It's Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, one of the first couple hours, something like that.
I need you to be a little bit more specific here, Josh. 10-2. That's my record prediction. 10-2.
You joined the club last Monday after the Oklahoma win.
Oh, yeah, 10-2. I need to see what we do these next 2 games, though, before I think about adjusting again.
Yep, that's fair. I'm at 10-2. That was my preseason prediction. I hopped in the club back in August, and I'm still there. We were asked, okay, what are the tiebreakers? Well, the first would be head-to-head, if you have a couple teams tied. After that, common conference opponents, which would be the team's records against common conference opponents, would be compared. Beyond that, highest common opponent, so the team's records against the highest-ranked common conference opponent would be compared. And then you can look it up yourself if you want to keep going down the line, because I think there are 7 or 8 criteria. You would go this, then that, if you haven't gotten it figured out.
Yeah, you got to put those in there beyond 3 or 4 just because you don't want to get stuck where it all lines up and you can't break the tie. So you might as well put 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 in there. But no, they got rid of the East and the West. Best 2 records, and if you don't make it, that doesn't mean you can't win a championship.
Todd wants to know, is it true that Josh is John Adams' adopted nephew for the day? Hashtag chip off the negative block.
That is not true. That is not true. It is true that Josh Ward is related to the big-time franchise, Montgomery Ward. That family, right?
That family, cousin of Hines.
Yep.
And Cam.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Cousin Cam.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's confirmed.
Yep,
Great.
put that on record.
I thought you were done joking. That was hour 1. Yeah, I think you need to be done joking again. All right, you're banned from joking.
Okay.
You can joke again in hour number 3.
This doesn't appear to be a joke. David said he bet his 401k on Swain's prediction of 12-0 this week. Now Swain's going back on it. Come on, man.
Okay. Good luck with that, sir.
First things first, Arkansas. I couldn't even tell you who they play after that. It's all on Arkansas this week. We'll come back and talk about the game. 865-656-9900 to join us on Josh and Swain.
Experience the cold refreshment of the Rockies on Rocky Top with ice-cold 102-calorie Coors Light, the official beer of chill. Every Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged. So make sure the mountain on your can of Coors Light is blue at your next Big Orange tailgate, because that means it's ready to enjoy. Coors Light, born in the Rockies, made to chill. Proud sponsor of Tennessee football. Now available on Saturdays at Neyland Stadium. Please drink responsibly.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Wilson Brothers Plumbing. When you hire a plumbing company, when you have somebody come out to help with whatever you need at your home, you want to hire somebody that you can trust. You want to hire somebody that's going to listen to you and make sure that they address whatever you need taken care of the right way. Wilson Brothers Plumbing will do that with their laser-focused attention to customers' plumbing needs. That's the priority. They have a 4.9 Google rating. Customer after customer commenting on how great their experience was using Wilson Brothers Plumbing. I have left one of those reviews. We used Wilson Brothers Plumbing at my home multiple times, and we know that if we need plumbing help in the future, we can get in touch with Wilson Brothers Plumbing and know that they will do a great job for us. They have more than 23 years of experience in the industry. They bring valuable wisdom and knowledge into every project. So if you need help from Wilson Brothers, visit them online at wilsonbrothersplumbing.com to learn more or schedule service. That's wilsonbrothersplumbing.com. Wilson Brothers, the proof is in the plumbing.
This has been a paid announcement.
99.1 The Sports Animal presents FanDuel Football Friday, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook. Insight from all your favorite Sports Animal shows on the next day's Tennessee game. FanDuel Football Fridays on 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Join Josh and Swain Friday from Beatty Chevrolet. Tune in from noon to 3 and find out why it's always better at Beatty. Stop by Beatty Chevrolet on Parkside Drive or online at BeattyChevrolet.com. Beatty Chevrolet, locally owned and operated for over 90 years.
You're either in or you're out. And some things need to be kept in. And some things need to be kept out.
Whether it's for safety, curb appeal, or privacy, Cantrell Fence Company separates the in from the out. Aluminum, wood, vinyl, or chain link, we can meet your needs. Let us help you keep what's important in and the rest out. Get your instant estimate today at CantrellFence.com.
You're in the best hands when you choose CRS Exteriors for all your exterior home renovations. Over 50 years experience, CRS specializes in providing superior products and expert craftsmanship. Locally owned and operated, CRS Exteriors, the name customers trust again and again for honest pricing. And as always, 12 months interest-free financing with no money down.
Looking for the sweetest deals in town? Look no further than 991thesportsanimal.com. Sweet deals are your chance to experience some of the finest restaurants and attractions East Tennessee has to offer, and these sweet deals are half off. So whether you're looking for pizza and sandwiches for lunch or a relaxing dinner with family and friends, Sweet Deals has it all. Visit 991thesportsanimal.com today and treat yourself to the sweetest deals in town. Sweet Deals, because everyone deserves a sweet deal.
Are you looking to sell your home? Call or text 505-7455. I'll guarantee you 100% of market value, or I'll pay you the difference. Tracy King here with Your Home Sold Guarantee Realty. Call or text me at 505-7455 to sell your home at 100% market value guaranteed, or I'll pay you the difference. It's that easy at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Call or text me now, 505-7455, and start packing.
Seller and Tracy must agree upon a price and possession date. Brokerage phone number is 365-2280.
This is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville, streaming worldwide on the Sports Animal app and website, 991thesportsanimal.com. 99.1 The Sports Animal, the station where the Vols play.
This is Jim Rome with a Sports Minute. The Detroit Tigers, 55-63 as recently as August 10th, just ended the longest streak of AOCS appearances by the Astros. Detroit's wildcard roster was paid just $18.8 million salary this year. How insane is it that a team like that could sniff the postseason, much less bust Houston up? I'm Jim Rome.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
Tommy! I can't wait for golf this weekend, huh, buddy? Time flies. Love you, man. Oh, don't forget your knee brace again. We aren't in college anymore.
Moments together matter, so help protect yourself from RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV, and there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Zero Res carpet cleaning's the right way to clean. ZeroResKnoxville.com.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group. In counties near or small, there's a law firm to help through whatever is your fall. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group to guide you through your most trying times. 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
Hour number 3 of Josh and Swain is here. Thanks for being with us on this Thursday afternoon.
You can joke again now.
The joke meter's back on?
You can joke again
Running?
now. It's hour 3. The ban has been lifted.
Some went over better than others in the first 2 hours.
This is probably a good time for dad jokes. Smooth out some of your jokes from the first 2 hours.
What do you call a pig that does karate?
Not the Razorbacks.
Pork chop.
Oh, gosh. Oh, my goodness. We're trying to put the band back on. Sorry, Cal. I don't think you're going to see a Jason Swain highlight video online. You know what? That Tennessee TN channel on Twitter does a good job of dropping those highlights. I think he put one out a couple months ago, a couple years ago, and a couple different times. So there is one out there.
Yeah, Kyle asked, what do we got to do to get a Jason Swain highlight video online somewhere?
Not one to be found on YouTube. Oh, thanks a lot.
Well, Footage is awfully grainy, I'm sure, from
I'm sure it is.
what they've put together.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. We don't want Arkansas crossing the 50 from Keith. Yeah, Arkansas is an SEC team. Not Arkansas Tech or Arkansas State or Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Yeah, this is not UTC or
No.
UTEP or Kent State. I wouldn't even say NC State. I think Arkansas is better than NC State.
Arkansas beat NC State by multiple scores.
So there needs to be some respect here, I would say. But there's also this question from Major asking, this is in the YouTube chat, is this game closer to Tennessee pulling the starters in the third quarter or Arkansas doing just enough to get the upset? Seems to be no in between.
I think there's in between. I mean, I think fourth quarter, I don't know if we pull in players in the fourth quarter, but I wouldn't be surprised if Tennessee tries to protect Nico.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at all costs. You want to protect him if you feel like the game is in hand. But I do
Couldn't
think
the in between be something like the Oklahoma game where I think in the end it, scoring-wise, goes better in Tennessee's favor? Like the end of the Oklahoma game is a 10-point deficit. I recognize why.
It's the play calling. You're running
Yeah.
the football instead of putting Nico at harms.
But I also think like if Arkansas forces a turnover inside the 10, I know Taylor Green can turn the ball over, but Arkansas probably scores instead of Jackson Arnold just coughing it up. Anytime Jackson Arnold got an opportunity, that ball was coming back Tennessee's way. So
time to eat, boys.
That's an example where Arkansas can find it. That they have to be thinking, we got to get to Nico. We got to try to get the ball out. We got to try to force turnovers somehow, and then we'll see if they can do it. But I think there's an in-between. Now, which one is more likely, Tennessee's pulling starters or Tennessee's getting upset? I think it's Tennessee pulling starters.
Yeah, I don't see Tennessee being upset in this one. Just too much firepower for Tennessee on both sides of the football. And special teams is not Arkansas's specialty either with the field goal kicking. So I just feel like whenever you are an underdog, special teams is kind of the way that you can win that phase and put yourself in position to win the game. I don't see how Arkansas is going to do that without their special teams being better than Tennessee's.
Your biggest concern for Tennessee is what?
Protecting Nico. Tackles.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know that they're going to play, but that don't really mean anything to me. Because how are you going to play? That matters more than if you're playing. If you play bad, I'd rather take the other guys. So how are they going to play? Hurd and Campbell, are they going to finish? That's probably my biggest concern because, when you needed them the most, you didn't get them in Oklahoma. So if it happened once, who's to say it won't happen again? I think you have to prove yourself that was just a one-time deal and that you can be trusted moving forward. Fair or unfair, just the way it is right now.
I think that's very fair.
Yeah. So that's probably my biggest concern. I'm not concerned about our ability to make plays from the wide receiver room with our third and fourth receivers, but I do think it's important to do at some point. We talked about this, I want to say yesterday or the day before, but we saw Ramel Keaton make plays when he had to make plays, and he was not the first or second option in 22. Well, Brew McCoy and Dante Thornton have been the two receivers so far in the first couple of games that have produced the most. Well, what about the third and fourth guy? Can that player step up and produce for Tennessee this week, next week, or in the near future?
I wouldn't call this a concern, but on the defensive side, I do think Tennessee needs to make sure that Green is not able to get loose, use his legs to extend a play, leading to a wide receiver beating a Tennessee DB over the top, and they hit a big 60-yard play, especially early in the game, and all of a sudden they've got some juice from a big explosive play that you didn't really see coming.
Well, that's what you're telling your defense if you're Tim Banks. If you are William Martinez, then stay disciplined in your area. Look for receivers, and if you're playing zone and scramble situations, and if you're playing man, you better be following your dude to the bathroom. Arkansas moved the pocket a little bit in their first score versus Texas A&M, and that's kind of the disadvantage of going up against a quarterback like Green. And sometimes you can be spoiled by how good the defensive line has been if you're a DB, where in the first couple of games you haven't had to guard your receiver long because the play's over because the quarterback is either getting flushed or hurried or he's getting sacked. But with a guy like Green, who not only is fast but elusive, that half a second increase may be the difference between you giving up a big play or not. So Willie Martinez and Tim Banks telling his DBs, hey, you have to prepare to guard your man longer in man-to-man situations. In his zone, you have to prepare for the play to maybe last a little bit longer, a half a second or another second, because of the legs of Green.
865-656-9900. We'll get back to the text box right now. We get to the phone lines and say hello to JT on Josh and Swain. Hey, JT, thank you for calling in. What's on your mind today?
Hey, fellas, how you doing this afternoon?
What's up? Great, man. Hope you are too.
What up, though? Nothing. Just sitting here wondering, the offense has got to, like you talked about everything I was going to say, but Jason, but spreading them out, more people have got to get the ball in their hands and do something when they get it. And the secondary was my bugaboo because, like you said, when you've got guys and big dogs on that line with those ears pinned back, absolutely ripping things apart, you get a little lackadaisical, you might get caught flat on your feet and get burnt. Because, like you said, inches, football's a game of inches. We all know that. And what they have to do is perform. You can have 5 stars all over the field and all your starters, but if they don't play their game, if they don't play Tennessee football, fundamental, mistake-free, smart football, and be patient and let the game come to them, they will lose Arkansas. I guarantee it.
Yep. Got to play clean. The good thing, JT, is you're rotating guys in and out in the back 7 and in the front 4. So if you don't do it, somebody else will. You can't afford not to do your job because you will get replaced, whereas other times you can maybe shake off a bad play or two because you're not coming out. Oh, no, sir. Not now. Your butt coming to the sideline. Play around if you want to. You'll be watching.
It's like, that's the thing is we have a situation in Knoxville we have not had in quite a while. We have depth.
That's right.
And that's a thing that is very valuable in any conference, any level of sports, depth, and also the players believe in what Coach Hype. As long as you believe in your coach, you'll run through a wall for them. I mean, so just keep playing ball, be smart, and don't get the big head.
That's right.
That's all I got. So
right.
God bless you guys. Have a good weekend and go Big Orange.
Thank you.
Thanks, JT.
I want Josh Heupel to come to the press conference on Monday and say, "Do you believe? Do you believe now? Huh?"
Channel some Coach Prime.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. Huh? You believe Austin Price? Patrick Brown? I'm pointing you out. Yeah. You believe Eric Kane? Hype ain't doing that. But it's funny to wish.
It would be spectacular.
It would be great. It would be great. Where's John Adams at? I heard you been talking your stuff. Do you believe? Huh?
He might be asking me now after you made me look so bad earlier in the show.
Josh, you and I know I don't need to do that.
No.
You got that handled.
A task so easy. We'll continue 865-656-9900 if you would like to join. Call or text in as we continue on Josh and Swain.
Okay, so Tyler and Will have lost yet another show producer to a high-paying corporate gig. That's a win for the producer, and if you have producing experience, a win for you too. If you have experience running a soundboard and would love to work in sports, right here is your opportunity. Send me a short email with your work history or your resume to jeff.jarnigan, Jarnigan, at Cumulus.com. That's jeff.jarnigan at Cumulus.com. Hey, who knows? You could be the next producer to dump the guys and double your income. Jeff.jarnigan at Cumulus.com. No calls, please. I'm very antisocial.
This is where it starts, where your story begins. This is the trail you blaze yourself. And step by step, you get stronger, faster, better. This is where it starts. How will you finish? Ingles, we're with you every step of the way.
It should be easy to find a local plumber, right? Plumber near me.
Hey there, we can help you.
Weird. These are all big companies.
Excuse me, we're a plumbing company 2 miles away. Hello?
Well, it is what it is. Guess I'll dial that 1-800 number.
Can she seriously not see us?
No, they can't see you because you're buried deep in the list of local plumbers. You're invisible online. Introducing Cumulus Boost. Get a boost. Get found. Get on the map. Learn more at cumulusboost.com.
Join the Morgan Wallen Foundation and Second Harvest Food Bank to fill the truck for Helene relief. Join us in the West Town Mall parking lot near Dick's Sporting Goods this Wednesday from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Accepting bottled water, pop-top canned food, packaged tuna, chicken, and other items for those affected.
Do you need a new deck or fence? Call Tennessee Home, your local trusted deck and fencing specialist. Tennessee Home offers a no-pressure approach to your design and installation needs. 865-304-0955 or TennesseeHome.us.
Join Josh and Swain Friday from Beatty Chevrolet. Tune in from noon to 3 and find out why it's always better at Beatty. Stop by Beatty Chevrolet on Parkside Drive or online at BeattyChevrolet.com. Beatty Chevrolet, locally owned and operated for over 90 years.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Hey, Coach, who let the Bobcats out?
You mean the Bulldogs?
No, this new Bobcat team. Those cats are fast.
Welcome to the league. The new Bobcat excavators and loaders from Bobcat of Knoxville. A real game changer. 0 down, 0% for 4 years, or cash rebates up to $10,000. Attachment rebates up to $2,500 when combined with a new loader or excavator. This year's lineup is stacked with late model trade-ins. Used loaders and excavators as low as 1.9%. Get in the game with the Bobcat. Easy lease, no money down, low monthly payments. Return, trade, or purchase at game end. It's game on at Bobcat of Knoxville. Bobcat, the very first, still the very best. Oak Ridge Highway west of 640 or in the clouds at bobcatofknoxville.com. Limited time offer with approved credit. See dealer for details.
99.1 The Sports Animal presents FanDuel Football Friday, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook. Insight from all your favorite sports animal shows on the next day's Tennessee game. FanDuel Football Fridays on 99.1 The Sports Animal. Free on the radio, free on the app, free on our website. You can hear 99.1 The Sports Animal free anytime, anywhere. Josh and Swain on 99.1 The Sports Animal. Once again, voted one of the top 25 sports midday shows in America by Barrett Sports Media.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. We were asked about Arkansas's backup quarterback because Shannon believes Taylor Green might not make it the whole game. So the backup quarterback for Arkansas is Malachi Singleton. Have you seen this guy? He was a 4-star recruit in the 23 class, so he's a redshirt freshman. He is 6'1", 225. His recruiting profile, again, he's a 4-star guy out of Kennesaw, Georgia, North Cobb High School, is that he looks like a running back or a linebacker playing quarterback. So 6'1", 225, redshirt freshman. I don't think he saw action last year. So played against Arkansas Pine Bluff, 8 of 10 for 120 yards, rushed for a touchdown as well. So if Malachi Singleton were to play, he's a runner, and I would imagine is not easy to take down at 225 pounds.
I'll tell you one thing, if Taylor Green decides to try to hurdle somebody Saturday, we might see the backup.
Might see Malachi?
Yeah. You mess around and find out doing that around Keenan Peely. And he ain't the only one you got to worry about.
Austin Price's player to watch yesterday when you asked him was Arion Carter.
Well, him too. But
Jacoby Thomas?
You dang right. I bet Rodney Harrison calls his son and says, "Hey, put me on the phone with that Jacoby Thomas. I ain't talked to him. That's how you hit, son. That's how I used to hit. I'm proud of that young man. Because he lays the wood out there."
Trap game on Saturday?
Yep, I think it is. Not because Florida is a good team, but the build-up, how important that game is. It's a rivalry game. It's an emotional game. It's easy to kind of look at a team you playing in Arkansas that you are favored to beat, and you have an emotional game the week afterwards. So I think the next two games are trap games for Tennessee. Definitely Florida game right before you play Alabama, but I would look at this as a trap game too.
Can you have only so many trap games during a season?
Mm-mm.
Does it matter the situation where big games are placed?
It just depends on the situation. Yep.
I think you also have to be a good enough team to qualify as a trap game opponent. Like Tennessee, before it plays Georgia, will play Mississippi State at home.
That's not a trap game.
No, Mississippi State does not qualify as a trap game opponent.
No. I mean, technically, by definition, yes. The game before a big-time opponent or an emotional game, technically, by the rules. But we gave you our bottom five in the SEC in the power poll.
They were at the bottom.
The bottom. They worse than Vanderbilt. Sorry for the stray Vanderbilt, but you get what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to drive the point home.
Everybody needs a reference point.
Yep, just trying to drive the point. So, yeah, I'm not going to look at that game as a trap game. But this one this weekend, it can be. Mm-hmm.
What about UTEP? Could UTEP be a trap game for Tennessee because it is the week before Tennessee plays a big rival on the road in Vanderbilt?
Man, that's a good dad joke. You are dad and you told a joke. That was a dad joke. That was good, Josh.
Okay.
That was good, man. You made that all up by yourself? That was good. No. You are paying UTEP to get these hands, and you'll give it to them. That's the agreement.
November 23rd, UTEP, happy Thanksgiving. Here's your check and here's your whooping.
That's right.
Be thankful.
That is right, my friend. So
we gonna pay
you. We're gonna get what we paid for. A victory, a convincing one at that. But I'm looking forward to seeing how we play after the bye week. I really do. Sometimes the bye week can hurt you because if you're playing on a roll, you got all this chemistry going, got the hot hand, and then you take a bye week. The only thing that's the benefit is that you get a chance to rest, but you lose that chemistry. You lose that hot streak, and then you come out and you play a little flat start, try to get things going again. Like, that's happened before. It can happen. But
that's why we said right after the Oklahoma game, got to keep that edge.
You got to keep that edge.
Got to keep that fire, because for the last 2 weeks, Tennessee has heard, you're going to the playoff. Hey, you guys are going to go compete for an SEC title. Can't wait for Bama. Well, Tennessee has to get ready for Arkansas, and it's on the road, and it just takes a couple of things to happen that you don't expect to change how the game could go. So that's why Tennessee needs to avoid some of those things happening in favor of Arkansas.
Yep.
So we've had a couple of texts coming in saying, not that they think Arkansas is going to win the game, but they are a little bit either concerned or scared of a letdown.
Yeah, and they have a receiver in the team that's he's pretty good, and Andrew Armstrong. Now, it seems like every time he takes a big hit, he land there for a while. He's been hurt, but he is Taylor Green's top target, and right now he has 420 yards. And I think he's a nice route runner too. He does a really good job. So you might want to keep your eyes on him. He has not scored a touchdown yet, but he's getting close. He is jersey number 2 on that team. But one hit from Jacoby Thomas, it might change things for him.
It's Oklahoma State, and that team is not very good. But Arkansas did go to OK State and put up 648 yards of offense. Green had more than 400 yards passing. Now, they also turned the ball over and helped Oklahoma State out, and the Cowboys won in overtime. But up and down the field, Arkansas was able to do that. And again, Oklahoma State's not great, but that's not Arkansas Pine Bluff. That's OK State.
Yeah. Arkansas found ways to lose that game against Okie State. Have they learned since then and been able to not beat themselves or shoot themselves in the foot? We'll see on Saturday.
And Ollie Gordon, who had a big year last year, has not done a lot this season, at least by comparison. He did not do well against Arkansas running the football. Last year, Ollie Gordon had 1,700 rushing yards. He had a big season for Oklahoma State. Against Arkansas, he ran the ball 17 times for 49 yards.
Well,
so again, Arkansas has done some good things. They've also done some things that have cost them. And that's where a lot of Tennessee's confidence comes in, is that they're better and more athletic than these other teams that forced mistakes, turnovers, especially by Arkansas.
I mean, you look at Arkansas's ability to stop the run, and that's super important. And they're kind of in the actually they're pretty good. They're 5th.
Mm-hmm.
They're 5th in the conference at only allowing 93 yards per game, and Tennessee is right there second. So that's why it lines up well for some fireworks, I think, on the outside. Look at Arkansas's run defense, which is pretty good, and then you look at Arkansas's pass defense, which is not so good. They are at the bottom of the league, third from bottom, allowing 226 yards per game. Only LSU and Florida are worse, even though Florida's only played 4 games, Arkansas's played 5. But if you're Tennessee, the matchup screams aerial attack, plays being made through the air. Will it be Brew McCoy? Will it be a combination of 2 receivers, or will it just be one having a big day? I would like to see a third guy. I want to see a new guy, whether it's Squirrel White, Chaz Nimrod, who's playing at home for the first time, or is it Mike Matthews? Like, I want to see a third guy get into the mix and make some big plays. Chris Browser, whoever, but this matchup screams plays made on the outside.
Go make plays. Had 2 weeks to get ready to do it.
And I don't want
everybody saying,
I don't like DBs, right? Can't stand them.
I haven't heard you say that before.
I'm tired of seeing them with this seatbelt celebration every time they make a play. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see any Arkansas DB doing that seatbelt thing. I don't want to see it. Everyone does it. I want our receivers making plays against Arkansas. It's there for the taking.
More passes to go Dante Thornton's way?
I mean, it should. Like, I don't think.
Has he earned more snaps?
He's earned more snaps. But I was getting ready to say, I don't think he's earned the right to be like, hey, all right, guys, offensive staff meeting. How can we give Dante Thornton more targets? Like, he don't have a Kamara yet.
Mm-hmm.
Or Derrick Rogers or Justin Hunter. Like, he's made plays because of what the defense is giving us. He's been there on the slant routes, on the skinny post routes. I don't know if Dante is ready for us to say, all right, but we got to get the ball. He has to get 7 targets. Like, I don't know if he's there yet. Now, he can prove that by what he does Saturday night, but I just think he deserves more reps. And you put him out there, and he's allowed to play, and Nico can read the defense and give the ball to whoever is open. You take what the defense will give you, but you're not forcing it to Dante. He's made some plays, but I'm not getting too carried away there.
Nil notes in the text box, if a bear has shoes and socks, he still has bare feet. 865-656-9900. We have an attaboy to hand out coming up. We're with you for another 30 minutes on Josh and Swain.
Never miss another Sports Animal sweet deal. Text SWEET to 865-656-9900 and you'll receive a reminder text right before each new sweet deal goes on sale. Text SWEET to 656-9900.
Bring a whole new meaning to your backyard barbecue with a new deck. Tennessee Home is your local trusted deck and fencing specialist. Call today for a free, no-pressure design appointment at 865-304-0955 or visit them online, TennesseeHome.us.
The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on the Sports Animal.
High school football on our airwaves tonight. Maryville takes on Bearden on FM 99.1, The Sports Animal, and a big matchup in Class 6A. On our sister station, News Talk 98.7 WOKI, Hardin Valley welcomes Sevier County. Kickoff for both games is at 7 o'clock. Major League Baseball wildcard playoffs. The Tigers completed a sweep of the Astros with a 5-2 win. Royals beat the Orioles 2-1 to sweep Baltimore. Braves got eliminated with a 5-4 loss to San Diego. And the Brewers defeated the Mets 5-3. They'll play a winner-take-all Game 3 tonight at 7. In the NFL tonight, an NFC South matchup as the Falcons host the Buccaneers. Kickoff is set for 8:15. Native Design and Hardscape is Knoxville's premier landscaping and hardscape designer. They're ready to turn your home or business outdoor space into reality. Your new outdoor space awaits. Native Design and Hardscape, making backyard dreams come true. Schedule a consultation today at nativetn.com. I'm Joel Silverberg.
And Doug. Customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. After that, you can also save me, as I'm currently hanging from the edge of a cliff. To recap, number 1, customize and save. Number 2, time allowing, save me. Shoulders separating!
Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com. Savings may vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
At Boot Barn, we're driven by everything the cowboy boot stands for. The reliable communities of the West, the hardened values of the cowboy, and the unshakable spirit of all who lead a tenacious lifestyle. Justin Boots capture these Western ideals in every pair. Their handcrafted boots are an invitation into the continuing story of the West, open to all who dream of untamed lands and endless Western skies. Justin Boots at Boot Barn.
You're either in or you're out. And some things need to be kept in. And some things need to be kept out.
Whether it's for safety, curb appeal, or privacy, Cantrell Fence Company separates the in from the out. Aluminum, wood, vinyl, or chain link, we can meet your needs. Let us help you keep what's important in and the rest out. Get your instant estimate today at CantrellFence.com.
Does life feel heavy sometimes? Lay your burden down and give it to God. The Gathering Church is a community of believers who are not here to fix you, but to help you receive the love that God wants you to have. It's never too late. Jesus still saves, heals, delivers, prospers, and He cares for you. Prayer service at 9:30 a.m., teaching at 10:30. Visit online at thegatheringfamily.com, or better yet, come in person. All are welcome at The Gathering. You're not alone. You can make this place your home.
Vol fans, elevate your tailgate with Mercedes-Benz of Knoxville. Buy with confidence with our unlimited mileage warranty and 7-day exchange policy on a factory-certified pre-owned Mercedes-Benz. Plus, get $2,500 in bonus cash on a new 2024 Mercedes-Benz GLC SUV.
Mercedes-Benz of Knoxville is also your Sprinter sales and service headquarters. The hardest working van on the market is here today. You belong here. Mercedes-Benz of Knoxville.
Don't forget me.
Don't ghost your Knoxville TVA employees' credit union debit or credit card. They're the only cards that give you cashback rewards from spooktacular stores. And you choose rewards points, redeemable for ghostly loot like cash, gift cards, travel points, and more. Learn more at tvacreditunion.com.
Join us now.
Federally insured by NCUA.
Hi, I'm Ricky of Wilson Brothers Plumbing with your Plum Truth tip of the day. Avoid using chemicals to treat a clogged drain. Those chemicals are nasty stuff. They can eat through your pipes, and if you accidentally mix the wrong chemicals together, they can explode. Use a plunger, use a snake, use anything but chemicals. And if you need the assistance of a plumbing professional, give Wilson Brothers Plumbing a call, 865-415-1537, or visit us online, wilsonbrothersplumbing.com. Wilson Brothers Plumbing, the proof is in the plumbing.
A.G. Hines Company for all your residential or commercial construction needs. For more than 100 years, the best construction companies in East Tennessee have used their building materials. Earlier this year, A.G. Hines was voted Supplier of the Year by the Associated General Contractors of Tennessee. Great-grandfather Albert Hines opened the doors of their downtown Knoxville location in 1920, where the fourth generation of the Hines family, Anna and Jacob, work. And Alex is part of the operation at their other location in the Tri-Cities. A.G. Hines Company, building materials since anyone can remember.
This report is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance.
Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
Nearly totally dry on Thursday. 1 or 2 showers could be stubborn and cross over from North Carolina, but that's really about it. We'll go for 82, which is actually well above average. I think we're probably done with the 90s for the rest of the year. Light variable winds and then a few more raindrops atop the Smokies heading into Friday morning. For the WVLT Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ben Cat.
Johnson, I've been reading about this geofencing. Know anything about it?
Yeah, boss. We use geofencing through Cumulus Digital to help drive our sales.
How does it work?
We pick precise locations, and whenever a customer enters that location, they see our ads.
That's what I thought.
CumulusDigital.com. Josh and Swain is brought to you by McKeon Law Group, recovering millions in damages for personal injury clients throughout East Tennessee. Call Jed McKeon and the McKeon Law Group so they can help you get the help you need. 294-8008 and attorney-knoxville.com.
We're back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. However you are tuning into today's show, we're going to hand out an attaboy coming up in just a moment. It's a collective attaboy that we'll hand out thanks to the Native Nursery. In the text box, if Swain has a video crew, of course he has a video crew, like to see some of it when he wears the championship baseball shirt among Arkansas fans on YouTube. That'd be some good content right there.
I guess if it ain't on video, it didn't happen, right?
In 2024, that's right.
Well, I guess it ain't going to happen then.
Guess we'll never know.
Guess not. I guess you have to take my word for it.
We were asked, do you have any good sideline stories that you can share?
Not really. I just stand there and watch the game and talk about stuff.
I think I did mention this on the air. I was able to watch you a little bit during the Kent State game.
You see all the times I was shaking my head?
Shaking your head.
And I didn't know you was watching, but it's just a normal reaction.
I sat in the stands. We took our oldest, so where we were sitting, we were directly above you. And I would look down when a snap would go above or to the side of Kent State's quarterback. And Swain would just shake his head at what Tennessee was facing.
You should have saw me in the Iowa.
It took him a third series to get a third down snap convert.
Yeah.
Not a play converted, a snap converted.
You should have saw me in the bowl game.
When
Iowa. When Deacon Hill was throwing picks and the receivers dropping passes. I was really shaking my head then. No, I got to work on my natural reactions, man, because against Oklahoma, one of my players overran the punt returner. And I just put my hands up in the air like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, I can't do that. So I gotta check myself a little bit better there.
Yep, in the higher profile games when you might get into it a little bit more than a Kent State for sure.
Yep, for sure.
I noticed this. It's rare that I get to make this kind of reference to you from a height standpoint, but I think during part of the game you were standing next to Steve Hamer, and there was a third down play, and Steve kind of got into it, leaned in, and put his hands on his knees.
Yeah,
was still taller than you.
Oh yeah, he's still taller than everybody. Yeah, he's too tall for the sideline.
He is tall.
Yeah, get him off the sidelines, man. You're too tall, Steve.
The great Steve Hamer. We continue here on Josh and Swain. We appreciate you being with us. Text box is always open.
I wonder if Arkansas will have a tall guy on their sideline.
A Mr. Adu?
Yeah.
VFL.
Yeah. What? No.
Is that not right?
No, that's incorrect.
Okay.
But I mean,
yeah, he's playing hoops now for the Razorbacks.
2 weeks ago, it was a who's who there in the Oklahoma sideline. They're welcoming Josh Heupel back, top 10 team. College Game Day was there. Everybody was there. But if you're Arkansas, you are welcoming a top 5 team. You want to have a hostile environment. You got all your athletes there. I would not be surprised to see Jonas Adu.
Big name hoopers that are there.
Yeah, pregame or during the game.
Also, then we'll hand out our attaboy Chip with the reminder of last year up in Lexington, Kentucky. Almost did a little jail time for your sideline shenanigans. Trying to be on the sideline reporting, doing your job is what I'm referring to.
Trying to do my job, man. And some guys give me a hard time. But didn't mess with the ESPN sideline person, but was messing with me. We're doing the same job, bro.
Walked right on by you, huh?
Yeah, man. It was funny, man. It was funny.
Good question. We appreciate all the questions, the comments in the text box. Right now we get a chance to hand out today's attaboy. We hand out attaboys and attagirls every day thanks to the Native Nursery, open for contractors and landscapers. And how about collective attaboys to the Detroit Tigers? The Detroit Tigers, and I know the postseason format is a little bit questionable to some, but the Detroit Tigers, Swain, they had to battle their way all the way back to get into the postseason. They did as the final 6 seed in the American League, that final wild card spot. And they went in and knocked off the Houston Astros in 2 games. So they went to their place, swept them in 2 games to send Houston home, and I know that really upsets a lot of neutral observers in the world of baseball with the Houston Astros. But then think about this with the Tigers. I saw that their combined 2024 salaries for the Tigers' wild card roster this season was $18.8 million. Combined. That is less than 62 Major League Baseball players individually made this season.
Yeah, that's a good story.
You could put together 2 rosters of each player making more money than the Tigers roster, and the Tigers advance to the divisional round in the postseason.
Yeah, they're not making more money than Ohio State's roster at all.
No. They're behind Ohio State.
That's right. That is correct. But yeah, that's a cool story. And the fact they beat Houston, like everyone loves that. So, attaboy to the Detroit Tigers organization.
Yeah, everybody involved.
Yeah,
so
man,
attaboys and
that's
attagirls
cool.
coming together to make that happen.
Yeah, that's cool right there.
Detroit, stand up. That is the attaboy and attagirls collectively handed out today. Each and every day handed out thanks to the Native Nursery, open for contractors and landscapers, your one-stop destination offering quality wholesale plants, trees, and landscaping materials. That includes boulders, flagstone, mulch, and more. They'll take your leaves and hardscape waste for a low flat rate. If you're a contractor or a landscaper, make the Native Nursery your go-to location today. You can go to 3473 Louisville Road, just 5 minutes from Pellissippi off the Topside Road exit, to see Ben and Ted at the Native Nursery, or call 865-310-3256. The Native Nursery open for contractors and landscapers. With one segment to go here on Josh and Swain, we'll wrap up the conversation with the Power Poll. Final thoughts from today's show next on Josh and Swain.
Nick White from Ted Russell Ford here with breaking news, and that news is all about new Fords. You know, a lot of folks ask us when the best time to buy a new Ford is. The best time to get into a new Ford from one of our 2 convenient Ted Russell Ford locations is right now. We're on top of our game with new Ford F-150s, Escapes, Explorers, Mustangs, and more arriving on our lot every day. You want it? We've got it. With our huge selection of new Fords, you'll be sure to find the one that's perfect for you and your family. And the best part is every new Ford comes with our non-factory limited lifetime warranty at no additional charge. It's on the house. Looking for a certified pre-owned vehicle? Well, Ted Russell Ford has you covered too. We have a great selection of Ford Blue Advantage vehicles. Our Ford Blue Advantage vehicles have all passed a 139-point inspection and come with comprehensive limited warranty coverage. Just visit us online at tedrussellford.net to browse our new Ford or Ford Blue Advantage inventory. So if you're looking for a new or certified pre-owned vehicle, head to Ted Russell Ford right now or online at tedrussellford.net. See dealer for complete warranty details.
Hello, friends. This is Kevin Frazier with Frazier's Carpet One. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl tile, ceramic, or anything for the floor, Frazier's is the name to trust. My great-grandfather Frazier started our flooring business in 1953, and the Frazier family has been proudly covering all of East Tennessee's flooring needs for the more than 70 years since. And you don't stay in business that long without offering value. Frazier's big in-stock selection means buying power muscle, and we pass those savings on to you. Plus, no money down and free financing for 18 months. Only at Frazier's. Call us today, 546-4850, and we'll come to you with free in-home estimates. Everything for the floor from the store you trust more, Frazier's.
In business, what you say matters. Your delivery matters. Your quality matters. Your image matters. So trust Image Matters, East Tennessee's most respected office technology company, to provide the solutions you need. Image Matters provides best-in-class workflow and print solutions from the 2 biggest names in print, HP and Xerox. The Image Matters team will leverage their expertise to develop a custom solution for you that fits both your needs and budget. To learn how Image Matters can help you, visit ImageMattersInc.com or call 865-212-3600. Image Matters, technology you need, people you trust.
Every Image Matters game day all day during football season. You'll find the Sports Animal broadcasting live from University Commons inside Fieldhouse Social. Parking is available for home games for $40 within walking distance to Neyland Stadium. Watch the WNML pregame shows live and tailgate, shop, eat, and pregame to get ready to follow the balls in style at University Commons during Image Matters game day all day on 99.1, the Sports Animal.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and we're heading into October. Are you ready to make some money betting on sports? Go to FatJackSports.com. Basketball season starts at the end of the month. Players, props, soccer, and of course, college and the NFL. Profit coming your way through a personal portal and emailed to you each day. Consistent winning plays that are then posted and documented at FatJackSports.com. Less than $100 a week for longer packages to actually build profit betting on sports. Go to FatJackSports.com and win.
Are you looking to sell your home? Call or text 505-7455. I'll guarantee you 100% of market value, or I'll pay you the difference. Tracy King here with your home sold guarantee realty. Call or text me at 505-7455 to sell your home at 100% market value guaranteed, or I'll pay you the difference. It's that easy at your home sold guaranteed realty. Call or text me now, 505-7455, and start packing.
Seller and Tracy must agree upon a price and possession date. Brokerage phone number is 365-2280.
Listening to us on the air. Free. Listening on the app. Free. Listening on our website. Free. No subscription required. Just free sports talk.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Back on Josh and Swain for the final segment. Had a lot of fun this Thursday afternoon. We'll be back for some radio tomorrow. Big FanDuel Football Friday coming up tomorrow. Remember, today is Thursday. That makes it Rivalry Thursday, and we've got a big one tonight with Rivalry Thursday, Maryville at Bearden. You can follow the action with us on the radio here on 99.1 The Sports Animal, coverage beginning at 7, or on TV on WKNX, The Knox, TV coverage starting at 6:30 with the pregame show, and then, of course, Rivalry Thursday kickoff coming up at 7. Joel, you'll also have Hardin Valley's game against Sevier County, I believe, tonight on News Talk 98.7. So Hardin Valley, Sevier County on the News Talk side. Got fall break coming up next week, is that right?
Yeah, we've got high school football, college football, pro football. We stacked here for, I think the last time I checked was like 50 straight days, something like that.
Yes.
55 straight days?
55 straight days of football.
How?
Just keep playing.
They got Vanderbilt playing on a Tuesday?
I think you get a little Maction mixed in there.
I'm
Yep.
just joking. I'm just joking.
You were?
Definitely.
Okay. Because nobody wants to watch that.
No. But Maction is what keeps us together, keeps us sane between Tuesday and Friday. So we need more Maction.
A lot of friction in the households over the next 55 days. Football again?
Well, I mean, if folks like football, it shouldn't be any problem. Maybe you should know who you're marrying.
Yeah, maybe.
You should have better job researching.
Yeah, that's Jason Swain over there with the.
No, that's Josh and Swain.
Oh, Josh and Swain.
Remember?
Yep. All of our thoughts are made by us.
Yes, together.
We make those.
We fits.
I think. Are you still checking your itinerary? We might talk tomorrow, might not. Kevin Simon will be in tomorrow, Beatty Chevrolet, as you'll be on the travel squad to Fayetteville.
Yeah, looks like we probably had the same setup as 2 weeks ago?
Yep, with the Oklahoma game.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, K. Simon's going to do his thing like he always does. Let him know he got to pace himself. I know he's excited. This 3-hour show, you got to pace yourself, K. Simon.
So, Swain's got his ball cap packed, national championship T-shirt ready to go, fur coats pending.
Fur coats not pending.
And
not making the trip.
If Tony is willing, maybe just a big old national championship trophy to carry around town to let everybody in Fayetteville see. Bet y'all never seen this before, huh? Imagine that.
Oh, man.
All right, we'll quickly close out with Saturday night. 5 Tennessee football players that we're looking forward to seeing. 5 players to watch for the Vols.
Yeah, number 5, Chris Brazel. It's time. Big time transfer from Tulane, and so there's a lot of talk about him in preseason. This is a game where he should make a big play, or 2 or 3, against one of the worst pass defenses in the league. Number 4, Brew McCoy. Hey, Brew, when you gonna get us our cookies?
Hey, we're hungry over here.
All right, we've been waiting on these cookies, man. from Moonshine Cookie Company. You the Cookie Monster. We need a touchdown from you, Brew.
We drive by there every day, and
Yeah.
my kids shout out, the cookie store.
Yeah, Brew, get us some cookies, man. Get in the end zone. Number 3, Jermod McCoy. Arkansas, they're going to throw the ball to Andrew Armstrong. That is Taylor Green's number 1 target. Watch him continue to make plays for Tennessee at corner. Number 2, Arion Carter. He'll be assigned to hold up the running back, Jaquindon Jackson. Also, Taylor Green, dual third quarterback. So our linebackers, I throw in Keenan Pili in there as well. Number 1, Lance Hurd.
I heard that.
It's obvious reasons why he's number 1.
Yep. All right, number 5, I have it split because we'll see both of them, I believe. I have Christian Harrison or Brew Carter. We'll see how they do in the passing game, but there might also be some playmaking opportunities in the backfield there, especially with Boo, how he's been able to attack. He was also not on the injury report, which was good. You chose Brazel, great pick. I went with Dante Thornton. I want to see, do we see more of him, more opportunities? He stepped up and made plays. If that continues, that's really good for Tennessee's offense. I have Arion Carter, number 3. Number 2, I got Mr. Heisman, Nico. Part of it, I think we might see more opportunities for him. So part of it could be the entertainment side for fans. Number 1, I think it's an easy call. You went with him as well, Lance Hurd. You also have Big Landon Jackson. He had 2 sacks against A&M. He was a first-team All-SEC guy a year ago. He's a big-time player. Big basketball player out there, 6'7", 280. And he lines up on that side. Lance Hurd will see him. Needs to be ready on Saturday.
Let's go.
Got to protect the quarterback. Have to against Landon Jackson. All right, players to watch for Tennessee on Saturday. We'll have one more day here, at least on this show, to cover it tomorrow. So we'll see you tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Joel Silverberg producing. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out with us on today's show. And we'll talk to you again tomorrow at noon right here